Yo, 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 yo.
So one bad thing about having long hair is it gets caught in everything.
I bet. I bet. I probably got that. We are live. See, I don't know if you can you read that up there?
I'm gonna pull it up on my phone.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just letting some people get in here. What's up, B Will? What is up? I am joined today by the King Tilly. The King Tilly. It's got to have the in front of it. It's kind of like High State University. Would you agree to that?
I agree. I mean,
Garth would agree.
especially this week.
Especially this week. Especially today.
This is special Raiders edition.
This is a special Raiders edition. That is the words of King Tilly. This is a special Raiders edition today.
You know, if my boys are punting up a franchise record points, I'd be here.
Oh yeah. Oh, Prowse said I forgot to mention the bricked up Tilly. He's bricked up today, guaranteed. We had to do a brick check before we started today. Just had to make sure he's excited. He didn't need the little blue pills. They've been injecting his blood out of him, injecting him in them blue pills because he's just so excited.
It's that Pierce effect.
Oh yeah, B Will. That is the King Tilly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Cowboys. Hey, Cowboys got a good game today.
Yeah.
Cowboys got it. Guys, we are Friday. Me and Dim went over some of the games that we thought who was going to win. Today we're going to kind of freestyle. We'll go over the games. We'll answer your questions. I am sure we will get a lot of fantasy questions. We already got one on here now. It looks like
Shaheed, Chuba, or Hollywood if Olave is out. I'll tell you this.
send them money, baby.
I think I'd start Hollywood Brown because I think Kyler Murray's going to dice.
He does. He's
San Francisco.
He said earlier, as soon as he walked in, he's like, "Hey, I kind of got a hot take." I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "Kyler Murray." He's gone off. I'm like, "Damn, really?" He's like, "49ers."
I'd say 2 passing, 1 rushing.
Turn your volume down.
I'd probably say
Wait, whoa, what'd you say? I'm gonna write that down.
Kyler Murray 2 passing, probably 250, 300 yards, and a rushing touchdown.
Dang.
And we'll get to how I feel about that game when we get there.
Dang. I actually thought that was Khalil Mack, is what Brandon Wilson said. Hey, I couldn't get that lucky. I could not get that lucky and get Khalil Mack. But it's the next second best thing. It is the next second best thing, I promise you.
I had to wear it to troll the Chargers fans that said he was going to have another 7. He was going to have another 6 sacks against us. So, it's just a double take.
I agree. Rashid, Sheed, or Noah Brown, what do you think? He lost a lot today.
Well, I saw that Nico Collins is out today, so I'd probably say Noah Brown.
Noah Brown's going to get some touches.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get some targets.
That's never wanted the Seahawks win more than tomorrow. Hey, that's hateful. Go Niners. No Niners today. Haley, no Niners today. What do y'all think about the Cowboys? Probably the best team in the league right now. They're hot. They're hot. They're hot.
I think Baltimore's the best team in the league. I think when they're on, there's no stopping.
Here we go. You guys like that with Dak? I don't know. Niners, Cowboys, pretty close. This is going to be a good game. Niners and Ravens playing like next week, I think. So it'll be a good one. A chain or Elliott?
A chain. I think his boom is better than Elliott. Elliott's going to have consistent points, but every time that you bench a chain, he's going to go off.
Isn't that how it goes? Plus, they got the Chiefs. Chiefs pretty tough.
And on the Hurts, it says on here, would you take
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Or would you take, where did it go here?
Why Hurts has been trashed the past
Hurts
2
or
weeks.
Purdy in the playoffs? Hurts because of the tush push. It's an easy 6 points every week touchdown.
I mean, he gets a rushing touchdown almost every week.
Yeah, I have him in my dynasty league, and he's
Purdy the best quarterback in the league right now? I don't
No.
know. He's not the best quarterback. I mean, he's playing one of the best. Drake London or Douglas? What's up? What's up? What's up? Drake London's been getting some touches.
OBJ or Purdy throwing the ball.
Yeah, throwing the ball. Probably Purdy. We'll give Purdy a little love on that one, right? Said Tilly needs to be a little louder.
Yeah, I'd take Sam Darnold over Jalen Hurts probably.
Sam Darnold?
Yeah, that's
I would
what.
say.
Yeah, they wanted to know.
Flex. Aaron Jones, Antonio Gibson, or Jaden Reed. And that's far away to read.
Well, I think Aaron Jones is out. Is he not? I thought it said Aaron Jones is out. I'd probably start Jaden Reed. He's been really getting a lot of targets in that offense.
It should be. I hear it talking. Hold on. I hear it talking. I hear it talking. I think so. Everything looks good on mine.
Typical Eagles fans.
Typical? Absolutely, baby.
Yeah.
Flag was flying. Amari Cooper or Drake London?
Well, Drake London's a disappointment because he's got Ritter throwing him the ball. So I'd go Amari Cooper.
I go Coob. Coop's been getting his catches.
He's been really just like a sleeper in fantasy all season for some
Dylan
reason.
is probably out. Yep, that's what he was saying.
Let me see here.
Kenneth Walker, White, or Chuba?
Well, Kenneth Walker's still recovering from his injury. He's splitting carries with Zach Charbonnet. I would go Rashard White because I really think that Rashard White has been getting a ton of carries in that offense, and he's really been putting up some stats. Chiefs Kingdom, we're coming for you next week.
Cooper has Flacco throwing. Hey, Coop's been balling.
Hey, Flacco tore it up.
Flacco's been balling. Flacco wanted to be a Brown.
He thinks he's Super Bowl
Jones
MVP
is playing.
again.
As of right, Brandon Wilson is my Green Bay insider, and he said Jones is playing right now. As of right now.
I wouldn't start him. I think it's too
Flag
risky.
was fly, baby. Hey, Cowboys are playing good. Waddle or Diggs? Waddle or Diggs?
Well, if Tyreek's out, it's Waddle because he's going to be the primary option in that
Yeah,
offense.
but you're going to have sauce on Waddle. Whoo, Tyreek's out.
It's
You're
gonna
going
be tight, but
you have
Diggs is going to be on Diggs.
Diggs is out. The other Diggs, Cowboy Diggs is out.
Oh, that's right.
And
Diggs will be on Gilmore.
They said Gilmore ain't practiced. He's beat up. I say you roll Diggs.
Yeah,
I say you roll with Diggs. I say you shoot for it. Hurts or Baker?
Hurts. I'd take Hurts over any quarterback in fantasy right now.
Whoo, that's a hot take. I don't know about all that.
He's been giving me all.
Who you got with
points.
all that black and white? That is the King Tilly. This is Matt King Tilly joining me today on the Real and Raw Sports, guys. We're just kind of hanging out, answering some questions, going through some games. Me and Dan was on Friday. We went live Friday, kind of talked over everything. So we're just kind of shooting shit. We know people want to come on. They're just going to ask fantasy questions. It's playoffs for fantasy. It's playoffs.
I'll tell you this. I saw Tajay Spears or Ezekiel Elliott. Tajay Spears has been a fantasy superstar the last 3 or 4 weeks. He's been averaging like 15 points. I'd start him. I started him in a flex over Deontay Johnson and George Pickens this week just for the upside.
Taji's getting some touches. I think it's about time for Henry to go. I think King Henry's about time to, kind of walk away. I think it's time for him to settle. He gets touchdowns. King Henry gets his touchdowns. He gets his 2-yard punches in. But, man, he ain't got that burst anymore. It takes him a minute to get those legs getting past the linebackers.
Plus, Spears just keeps getting a ton of catches. Like,
He does.
He's getting like
He's
6,
a
7
weapon.
targets.
He's a weapon.
He's like their primary receiver because they ain't got any.
I see Kyle Pitts or Dallas Goddard. Kyle Pitts has the Falcons, has the Panthers today.
I'd take Dallas Goedert.
Think so?
Yeah.
Take my boy Dallas?
Yeah, because I when he came back from injury, I was a little worried that he wasn't going to get a full workload. They came out, threw him the ball like 4, 5, 6 times, and he's consistent in that offense. I think he's a key part, so I would just start him.
Zeke or Mike Evans? Oh, I'd give Mike.
Mike Evans, easy.
Mike. Taysom Hill or Edwards-Helaire?
Oh, those are bad options. Either way.
Olave's out.
You might be able to find somebody on the wire that start over those two.
Zeke or Mike? Mike's what we said. Goddard or McBride?
Man, a lot of Chiefs fans.
A lot of Chiefs.
They're going to be real sad next week.
Hey, not a problem, guys. If you have not, give us a follow. We appreciate you guys. We're trying to answer questions as they come in.
I'd start Clyde Edwards-Helaire without Pacheco, but I don't know how many carries he gets.
What about them Colts, Adam? They beat the Steelers. That's crazy, isn't it?
Minshew mania.
Minshew baiting. Den was Minshew baiting last night. He said he didn't watch. He said he wasn't going to watch it, but I bet he had to watch it.
Oh, I bet Den.
I bet
Den's livid.
He had to watch it.
Well,
Hurts LOL fumble practice. Hey, you got to work on it, dude. I mean, it's like anything. You think it's the first time he's ever worked on a fumble practice? Absolutely not.
I bet that Gardner Minshew's been watching the podcast.
Oh, he's got to be.
Yeah, he heard all that shit Dem was talking. And he's like, yeah, you know what?
He's balling out.
He's like, I'm throwing 3 touchdowns against them.
I mean,
and I'm going to point right at the camera.
If he takes you to the playoffs, I mean, I know that like division's kind of iffy right now, and Jags might be, you know what I mean? They might be a little sketchy. Does Minshew got to start? Does Minshew get a chance to start next year?
Personally, I think that you let him start just for the fact that let Anthony Richardson sit and fully heal from that injury if he's not fully healthy next year.
And kind of work his way back in.
Yeah, let him work his way in. Let him learn from the God that is.
Garth Rowe's giving you the finger over here, Tilly.
Well, I know why that is.
Dobbs mania, dog. They did him dirty, Haley. They did Dobbs dirty. Mozart or Flowers? Ooh, that's a good one.
Zay Flowers has been going off. Every time I bench Zay Flowers, I just regret it. He puts like 20 on.
Dolphins has the Jets. That's tough. And Ravens has the Jags. I think I'll take Zay. What do you think?
I think so,
I think I'll
too.
take Zay. I mean, because that Jets defense is tough. That Jets defense is tough. The Taylor Swift curse.
Well, hopefully she shows up so we can smoke at KC Pack.
Bucks winning the NFC South. Anybody could. I think anybody but the Panthers can still win that thing right now.
And you can rely on Derek Carr, just
Is the podcast on Twitch or any? We're running off. It's called Restream right now, but we are on Facebook, the X, and YouTube is what we're on the computer, and I'm off TikTok over here. Bucks got the tiebreaker, just have to win out. Bucks got the Packers today, so I think they got their hands full today. I seen a thing yesterday. They said if the Vikings win out yesterday, before the game started, if the Vikings won out, they would win their division and have a playoff. And I'm like, oh, well, that sounds reasonable. It's like, but they haven't played the Lions yet. So it's like, oh, well, that's okay. Bengals making the playoffs. These Bengal fans are upset, aren't they? First is like Burrow's in, Burrow's out, season's over. Then they get this Browning kid that kind of comes in. And some of them's like, oh, he'll be okay. And he played well in Washington, the College of Washington.
Yeah.
And now it's like, he's our starter. He's God. I mean, it's like, holy moly, trade Burrow. Pump the brakes, guys. Pump the brakes.
They think that he is the next coming of Nick Foles.
Your boys
they're
are gonna
Super
win.
Bowl bound, let me tell you. They're telling me at work that they need to start Browning, that he can manage the game. They need to trade Burrow for picks. And I don't get it. Like, it's back and forth. It's constant with them.
You're asking if I think Bryce will do good today. They got the Falcons. I mean, he could. If you're talking about Bryce Young, he could. I mean, it's a good time for him too, right? It's a good time for him to actually be able to play. I mean, the Falcons defense suspect. So, I mean, they got old boy from Bengals, the safety from Bengals. What's his name?
Jesse Bates.
Bates. He's a dog.
Been balling
He's
out
a
this
dog. So
season.
you better watch him. Bengals fans, guarantee you wish you still had that guy.
I'll tell you this. I think Carolina's going to win that game.
Oh, I like that.
I think Ritter's going to shit the bed.
Every time we play the Eagles, we have a wing feast. It's beautiful. Birds taste so good. Hey, chicken does taste good. I love chicken. Trust me, I eat chicken wings about twice a week. If anyone thinks that, they need to work with a helmet on. If anyone thinks what? What are we talking about, beer chicken? Singletary or Rashee Rice flex?
You might as well give it to Rashee Rice.
I think so.
Because, I mean, he's really coming into being Patrick Mahomes' #1 target in that offense.
Oh, Brown, I agree. Beer chicken, totally agree. Totally agree. Lions will win the Super Bowl. Hey, Lions hater. You're back. Lions hater's back. God damn, it has been about 6 weeks since I seen this guy, and they've won a couple in a row, and this guy finally comes out. Holy moly, where's he been hiding? If that's the same one, where has this guy been hiding? He has been hiding in the dog box with a straw over him, tucked under it. We get our ass beat 2 weeks in a row, and I'm still on here every week talking. It is what it is. Monty gave me 9 points. Shake my head. Yeah, it sucks.
That's because Gibbs has taken over
It is.
that number
It is.
one role. As he should have been.
Whenever Gibbs got drafted, my buddy Bob was so upset. He's like, man, I didn't want him. I'm like, dude, Gibbs is a dog. Yeah. Gibbs is a dog. Gibbs is a dog. Tilly probably thinks the Raiders going to make it and win. Make it with that and win. I mean, they're playing well. I mean, what do you think he's going to win?
I mean, what are we going to win?
Well, they win. I mean,
A worse draft pick?
yeah, they're going to win a worse draft pick.
I'm just okay with winning right now because they got a whole new attitude about them. This ain't the same Raiders that have been around. This is them coming out to play for somebody they believe in.
Yeah. Yeah, Garth. Yeah.
I'd start James Cook.
A-Chain or Swift? Swift. Give it to my boy Swifty. Eagles are not top 5. Hey, I say we're top 7.
You guys had some tough losses, but I think you guys are still
It's a good team. I mean, we go Raiders. So I'm giving you a little go Raiders love. Start A-Chain, who is questionable, or James Cook.
James Cook.
James Cook?
I always start the person that is fully healthy in those situations.
Mm.
They get about the same carries, which if Tyreek's out, the ball's going to go to A-Chain a little bit more, probably in the receiving game.
Man, but Moser gets 90% of the touches.
Yeah.
It seems like I watched like the last couple of games, and it seems like it's like Moser, because everyone's like, hey, I'm live watching them, and people's like, I need A-Chain to get this many yards, and it's like, he's not coming in. He's not coming in. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's how I follow him more because, like I said, I'm watching them live sometimes, and people are like, I need this and I need this out of guys, and it's like, damn, he didn't really get the ball a lot. Eagles had a tough schedule. They have we're near the end of it. We go to Seattle. It's going to be tough. Darius Slay's out. Zach Cunningham's out. Cam Jurgens is out. Our security guy Dom's out.
Oh, so that's a loss.
It's a loss. You know what I mean? We'll get to that game once we start talking about a little bit of the games, but it's going to be crazy.
Garth there. You think that you make that guy the head coach next year for the Raiders? And it kind of depends.
What do you guys think about that? Let's poke into that real quick. That's a good question. We had a question on Facebook here. Garth Rose saying, do you think that guy, the head coach he's talking about, Antonio Pierce, he's turned this team around. We had a fan ask if he thinks that he'll be the head coach next year. What do you think?
I think that with Antonio Pierce, you got him playing for him, kind of like they did with Rich Bisaccia. But I think in the similar vein of what happened with Bisaccia, I'd probably say it's going to go to a big name coach because Mark Davis hunts big name coaches. I'd watch obviously Harbaugh coming out of college, which don't know what he's doing. You got Belichick supposedly done in New England. You know that he likes New England guys. Then a sleeper pick might be Eric Bieniemy from Washington. If he wants a head coach position, maybe they want to bring somebody in, wants to stick it to KC. But I personally, if it was me, I'd keep Antonio Pierce at least on like a 1 to 2 year contract. Nothing like these big 10-year John Gruden contracts.
I think Olave's out.
Give him a taste, just see what's going on. And if he comes in and he balls out, well, you got your next head coach. But if he comes in and he blunders, you don't have a big commitment into him. I mean, obviously, Devontae Adams is loving playing for him. Max Crosby is the whole locker room, the whole culture is completely changed under him. And I really think that he'd be doing great if he stayed. But they just love to hunt those big name coaches.
Bill, they did breaking news. I don't know if you've seen it or not, buddy, but it did say Bill and Patriots have agreed to part ways after the end of the year. So, I mean, I don't know if that's just smoke coming out, and then they asked him in the interviews, and he's like, I'm just going to talk about Kansas City. So something happened. He said, Garth also said Mark Davis said that it's his job to win, though, too. Well, yeah, I mean, he's got to give him some encouraging news. Pierce isn't going to be like you said, a high fly sign, but there has been players I've seen that came out and said they want him to keep the job. So I think Pierce would be a good keep there 1 or 2 years, give him an opportunity. He's a player's coach. I like players' coaches. He's fiery. You know what I mean? He's got the locker room, the team fired up, and they're happy to be there. So I think that's a win. I mean, that's a couple check marks in the box of a good column for me.
I saw him coming to the game in the lowrider, bouncing the lowrider on the way to the game.
I agree, man. Why change it if players love him?
What a culture.
Do you really think the Eagles are going to lose? I hope not. It's going to be tough, man. It'll be tough. Stay around. We're going to go through the games. I don't know. Couple injuries come out since me and Den Friday. Slay had to have knee surgery, so that's not good. Did you say Olave's out for today? I haven't seen the breaking news. People are saying on here he's out. They're wanting to change the fantasy questions. Give him a year. Raiders aren't getting anyone big this year. I agree. Give him a year or two. See, and I mean, this guy, that's how you build people to become good. You know what I mean? Not everyone came in the coaching tree at a family and can get plugged in and just ball out. So give this guy a chance. Build to the Raiders. I don't know.
I don't like that idea. As good as Bill Belichick is, he's old fashioned. To win in today's NFL, it kind of seems like you need to have an ability to change or come in with like a new perspective.
What's up? What's up, Lions?
Seems like he's setting kind of like the old ways. But like even with Andy Reid, you've seen him change his offense how many times? 4 or 5 different times. Yeah. I mean, he started with like the running of the Eagles in the early 2000s, moved on when they got Terrell Owens and those guys. Once McNabb started getting like where they were going to like
guys,
the NFC Championship.
If you have not, follow us, man.
Then they went to like a run pass with Alex Smith, and then you got Patrick Mahomes slinging it all over the place. And now it looks like they're back to run pass. You got to be willing to change.
A guy said a new offensive coordinator is what the Raiders need.
I agree, and I'd love to bring in Bieniemy. I think that would be crazy.
But do you think Bieniemy's just going to take another offensive coordinator job?
Probably not.
I mean,
especially with no quarterback.
Yeah,
we just got to see who they draft next year and just see. I mean, we're on the coasting.
I agree. I don't see much flowing through right now. Let's talk about a game. Bears and Browns. Let's talk about it. What do you think?
I think it's going to be pretty close.
Think it's going to be a close game?
I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, Fields is turning it on. He's trying to save that job for himself so they don't draft somebody.
Guys, thanks for likes. Thanks for follows. We appreciate you.
But I think the Browns take it, or they should with that defense.
I see some Browns by 7. Bears. I think the Browns are going to take this, and I think the safe pick is the Browns for me. I mean, Flacco's been playing well. Bears come off a hot win. They do. I want Justin Fields to succeed. We talked about Justin Fields in the Bears organization, and we poke around them every week. They got a lot of picks coming up early in the first round, and we said that if the Bears win a few games out of the last 4, it's hard to say Justin Fields won't be your starting quarterback.
I flip-flopped on that game a lot. And I'm going to tell you, I think Flacco is going to come back down to earth. Don't expect Flacco to come out here and have a game like he did last week. I mean, they just don't have tape on the dude. He hasn't played in a while. We've fallen into that trap 100 times. But I think it's going to be close. It could be 50-50, to be honest with you.
James Cook or DJ Moore to flex?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's
wide receiver 1, start.
A lot of them saying Browns. Flacco's been playing well. They haven't had a lot of tape on Flacco recently. Things change. The speed of the arm comes out, but I mean they're going to roll. They have tape on Flacco for 12 years now. I think Browns win this. I think Browns defense is better. They're going to give Fields some struggle, but the good thing about Fields is he can escape and run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's harder for any kind of defense to go after a quarterback to move and run around. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears keep it close or win, but I honestly, personally think the Browns win this thing.
Flacco throws for 300. That would be
Flacco
insane.
or Kyle Herbert was my starter.
Kyler.
Pollard, Zeke, or DK. Choose 2. Oh, you got to put DK in there.
DK Pollard.
Yeah, DK and Pollard.
Mahomes over Jordan Love. I think if you got Patrick Mahomes, there's no way you don't start Patrick Mahomes unless you got Jalen Hurts.
Flacco, Kyler, or Herbert? Who would you take? Flacco, Kyler, or Herbert? Herbert's already played. No, Herbert can't even play. Herbert's out.
He's probably talking about Herbert for the Bears.
Yeah, but hell, you got 2 quarterbacks. Amari or Edwards-Helaire?
Amari Cooper.
Coop.
Jerome Ford over.
Hey, thanks for the gifts, guy. We appreciate you. Browns fan.
There's so many injuries this year.
There's so many. What's the main issue with Philly? We ain't running the football.
Turnovers.
We ain't running the football. And turnovers. I mean, you beat yourself up by turnovers. You can't win a game with 3 turnovers. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible. You got to run the football. I started Flacco over Goff. Who?
I started Sam Howell over Jared Goff. I was just talking about him for the thing. I sat Jared Goff for them in the playoffs, and then all of a sudden, of course, he goes for 30.
Start 3. D-Hop, Reed, Ford, Gibson, or Waller. D-Hop, Reed, Ford, Gibson, or Waller.
Probably DeAndre Hopkins is a guaranteed
I'd probably
start.
get Ford, too.
Ford guaranteed star. I'd probably take Jaden Reed. He's been getting a lot of touches in that offense.
Throws and handoffs. Big upsets today. Philly, we need to win Monday. Oh, we got to win Monday. Pick one. Noah Brown, Shaheed, or Waddle.
Waddle.
I don't know. Probably Noah Brown. I think Noah Brown.
I think Noah Brown's going to have a big game.
The only thing with Waddle is they're playing the Jets. And that scares me. If Tyreek don't play, Sauce Gardner scares me versus Waddle.
Well, I mean, you also got to think who's throwing the ball to Noah Brown.
I understand
It
that.
ain't Stroud.
It ain't Stroud. Dak or Josh Allen? I'm 14-0.
Josh Allen.
Dak.
I think it's Josh Allen.
Here we go.
I think it's Josh Allen, personally. Second best.
What do you guys in the
quarterback
chat
league.
think? Dak or Josh Allen? That's a good question.
See, I don't believe in the Dak Prescott MVP stuff.
Here we go.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the Brock
hate that
Purdy
son of a
MVP
bitch.
stuff. I think that they're just looking
Hate
for
that son of a
somebody.
bitch.
This MVP this year.
Josh Allen, Dak. That gets on my nerves. I mean, it gets on my nerves too. God, I'd love to punch him in his throat. Here we go. Oh, son of a bitch. But hey, give credit when credit's due. He's playing well. He is. But he drives me crazy. Yeah, here we go. Choke. I hope so. Antonio Gibson or McLaurin?
McLaurin.
McLaurin's a dog. I love me some.
He's
Shot.
a must start.
Boom. Someone's shooting. Somebody's hunting. Okay, any upsets today? Here's some of the games. A guy asked for an upset. Is there? You want to look through the games today? And you think any upset? Any upsets? That's a good question. Any upsets? Because we're freestyling through the games today. Is there any upsets you guys think could happen in today's games? Any upsets? Bucks, Packers, Jets, Dolphins, Giants, Saints, Commanders, Rams, Cowboys, Bills, Niners, Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
Niners, Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals are going to take down San
Cardinals.
Francisco.
The Cardinals. You think so?
I'm 2 for 2 this year on
Ravens,
the upset.
Jags. I think Jags would be an upset. Anyone got the Jags? The Patriots over the Chiefs. I think that would be an upset.
I think the Commanders are going to take the Rams down. The Rams are red hot right now. but
Rams
I
are
think-
red hot.
I think they're going to slow down.
Matt Stafford is him. Cowboys, Sea Chickens. They probably will. Upset. Bucks beat the Packers 31-7. Woo, B. Will, you hear that?
Oh man, Brendan Wilson's punching the air right now.
Mahomes or Love? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't even understand how that's a question. Mahomes.
Brandon Wilson, this guy just said that the Green Bay Packers are going to get blown out today. What do you think about that? Wild. I agree. That was wild. Hey, guys, do you think the Eagles will ever win another Super Bowl? And I mean, without Big Dom, probably not. Big Dom will be back at playoff time. He's just hanging out right now. The 49ers called in on him. They're scared of him. I got a big insider. Her name's Haley. She's a big 49er insider. She talks to him. And she said they was afraid of Dom. Their life was threatened. And they called Roger Goodell and they said, hey, we got to go. So they got rid of him. Go Birds. Why do you even have a second quarterback on your roster with Mahomes? I agree.
In case he gets hurt.
He's a dog. Cowboys or Bills? Who you got today? Cowboys or Buffalo? Let's go into that. I know we're just bouncing around games, but Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Who you got today?
Buffalo by 2 touchdowns.
Jesus criminy. Buffalo Bills by 2 touchdowns is what he said. What do you guys think? Let's hop on to the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys 425 game at Buffalo. Who you guys got? I see a bunch of Bills. Hey, good morning. We appreciate you guys. Hey, we appreciate if you have not, give us a follow, smash that like. See how many likes we can get today. We hit 31,000 last Sunday. I know we probably won't get nowhere near that, but we're early into this thing. We still got some time, so let's smash that like. Dallas is hot. They win 34-25.
But every time they're hot, what happens? They come back against a team they should beat. I'm telling you, I think that Buffalo comes in and they're mad and they're going to put a thrashing on them.
Cowboys, but it'll be close. Allen only throwing 1 tutty.
I'd say 2 to 3.
Dallas is undefeated at home, but rusty on the road. They are. Dallas is hard to beat at home, man. They are. They got that stadium pumping. Jerry World out there. He's all bricked up. All of his little 19-year-old women sitting around him. Probably grandchildren, but you never know. It's hard to tell on him. Dirty old dog. He's all bricked up like King Tilly.
Oh, yeah.
King Tilly's going to be bricked up for a week. Who you guys got next week? Any idea off the top of your head?
We got Kansas City.
Oh, God. You're going to be bricked up at Kansas City
You're
or
gonna be smoking that KC.
at Vegas?
I can't remember. I think we played them in Vegas this year already, so probably in
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead.
DK or
that's Burrowhead.
DK.
Burrowhead.
DK. Anytime touchdowns today.
Probably McCaffrey.
DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf, anytime touchdown today. Probably two. But or they'll probably give Love. So, but DK Metcalf for sure. And probably Jackson Smith and Jigma. That might be a curveball. That could be a good one. That could be a good one. Bet on Jackson Smith and Jigma anytime touchdown today. Our secondaries.
I would say Kyler Murray because it counts as a rushing touchdown for them to get the anytime
Hello
touchdown.
from New Orleans. Hello, New Orleans. He said it, Kyler. I think Kyler definitely going to get an anytime.
I want all that money on them Stetson Bennett anytime touchdowns in the championship.
Stetson Bennett. Is Geno back? No, Geno is not back. What's up, bro? The Eagles season is done. Poor. I don't know about done. But we're all right. We're okay. Our rest of our schedule's little weak. We're fine.
They're a different team in the playoffs every year too. So
Evan Ingram anytime touchdown. That's a good one. Follow. Thanks for the follow, guys. James Cook or DJ Moore? I think DJ.
DJ Moore.
If Hill don't play, do I start Puka or Evans? Puka. Get Puka. Puka Nakua, dog.
If I'm Tyreek Hill, there's no way you're keeping me out of that game. Especially going on the 2,000-yard season. He needs to get in there. He needs to get at least 50 yards. If he even plays half the game just to get to 50.
To poke around, yeah.
You're not keeping me out of that game if I'm him.
DJ Moore or ETN? DJ.
DJ Moore.
Plus Jags play Ravens. That's tough.
That defensive tackle for the Ravens been playing out of his mind too. That Jordan in Bakaway or whatever. He's been getting sacks like crazy. Look, they're saying that Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator in Dallas, is among lists of possible candidates for the Chargers head coaching job.
That's crazy. I don't like Dan Quinn as a coach. He's a good defense coordinator. But some coordinators don't make good coaches. They just don't.
Hey, he took the Falcons to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
But he had Kyle Shanahan as the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, then they did terrible second half.
Tommy DeVito, most wins by an undrafted
Tommy
rookie QB.
DeVito.
It's tied. He's going to get another one today.
You know who he still has to play twice?
The Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
They're going to tear that boy in half.
I hope. Look at that swag. Somebody's swagging up. Fly Eagles fly, baby. Guys, if you have not, give us a like, give us a follow. We're just hanging out, talking some football. Bucks and Packers, who you got today? Romeo Dobbs. He's a dog. I like him.
It's going to be a tight game.
Bucks, Packers. Who you guys got? We were talking about the Buccaneers and the Packers. Who you guys got today? B. Will. Who you got today, baby? Let's hear it. We know, B. Will. Any crazy things happen? B. Will, you going to give me some love stats today? Love go off in this thing, or is Baker feeling dangerous? Did Baker wake up feeling dangerous today? You guys think he ain't got a chance at any of that?
I think that Baker's going to slap up the Green Bay Packers for 2 to 3 touchdowns. And I think Mike Evans is going to have 150-plus yards receiving today.
I think Swift gets the ball today. Tua or Jordan Love?
Tua. I mean,
Tua versus
might as well
Jets.
go the safe way.
Tua versus Jets. That's safe.
I think so.
That makes me
he's going
nervous.
to have like probably a down the earth game. But
My Green Bay Packer insider says 31-17. If they're winning 31-17, that means Jordan Love has a good game. B. Will saying 31-17. Start Walker, Cooper, Edwards-Helaire.
Probably Cooper.
Coop. The shake and bake will make this pack quake. It says. I like it. Purdy or Fields today? Full PPR.
Fields. He's got the rushing yards.
He's got the rushing yards. McBride or Likely?
Trey McBride. Because I think Kyler's going to go off, so I have to say he'd probably get 6 or 7 targets.
I'm going Love over Tua. Too, brother. I think Tua scares me versus Jets. And then if Tyreek don't play, now if Tyreek's full and healthy, I think I'm going to play Tua.
Likely or Kelsey, easily Travis Kelsey. If
Kelce,
you have Travis Kelsey, you ain't not starting him.
I got Swift and AJ Brown PPR. We looking good. We're looking good, baby. We looking good. Don't worry. Them boys are going to eat. Don't worry. But we're gonna get 8 up too. They're gonna put some points in. It's gonna probably be a shootout.
On the Amari Cooper thing, I cannot believe Dallas
Thanks,
gave
bro.
him up for practically nothing.
I know.
Imagine if they still had him and Brandon Cooks take the top off. Man, they'd be even
They gave
crazier
him away.
than
It
they
was like a
already are.
4th-round pick.
Yeah, and on top of that, I mean, don't get me wrong. Dude dropped every pass we threw him in Oakland. But he went to Dallas. He had hot and cold. He's always been like that. But since he went to the Browns, he's been really
Loves a solid
consistent.
play. Amari Cooper or Jaden Reed. That's a good one.
Amari Cooper.
Because Reed's getting some touches. He's getting some handoffs. He's getting some screens.
I agree.
But Coop gets the ball a lot. Keaton or Warren, even though Warren played. Well, not Warren. He didn't do very good. Cowboys would be so much better without Dak, and that's not facts, I promise. I have Hopkins, DJ Moore going. What do you think about Devin Singletary or Keaton Mitchell?
Keaton Mitchell. You might as well. That offense is really dedicated to the run.
What'd y'all say about McBride or Likely? McBride. He said McBride. He thinks Kyler's going to have a good day today, but that's scary. That's a roll of the dice in my eyes, brother. Go Birds. OBJ or Rice?
Rice.
Rice is getting some touches. I think they're realizing he might be their man.
Hurts always goes off, whether it's turnovers
Yeah.
or touchdowns.
Yeah. Whatever. Isaiah Likely, Dalton Schultz, or Taysom Hill?
I'd probably go Isaiah Likely there. That's a really tough
That
question.
is a
I'd
tough-
never go. I wouldn't go
take
Taysom.
but it could go off, but I wouldn't. That's ballsy.
I wouldn't go Schultz because
How Dak? I agree. Dak is top 5. Is Hurts going off? Hurts probably ain't going off today. Or Monday. Sorry.
Well, let me take that back. Did you say Dak's top 5?
Quarterback right now?
Maybe right now with
Yeah.
everybody hurt.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, I'd probably say more toward the 10.
I'd
I'd
probably
probably say
seven.
like 9 or 10.
probably 7. Probably 7.
Because you got like Burrow. I'd
Yeah.
take Burrow, Allen, Hurts, Mahomes. I'd take Lamar. I'd probably take, let me see here. Man, quarterbacking is really
That's
bad
what I'm
in the
saying.
NFL right
That's
now.
what I'm
ain't
saying.
it?
So I said
Kirk
about
Cousins.
7. No, you're
I'd
crazy.
take Kirk Cousins
You're fucking
over.
crazy.
No, I would.
No way. You're crazy.
A lot of
Aiden
people,
O'Connell?
A lot of people take Brock Purdy over, which
Get out of here.
that's hit or miss. They're probably the same level.
Go Bills. I hope so. I hope
Said
so.
don't forget Love. Love's probably like 22nd on that list. He's on the Aiden O'Connell level.
Dak is a backup with good talent around it. That's it. I don't think so.
I mean, we saw what Cooper
Herbie for
Rush
sure.
did in
I
that
like Herbie.
offense.
Rice or Kenneth Walker, flex.
Rasheed Rice.
Yeah, probably.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Rice get 10 targets today against the Patriots.
Bears defense or Chiefs defense? Chiefs defense. Versus the Pats? I don't think Pats are going to put up a bunch of points.
I mean, who's starting today? Bailey Zappi?
Yeah, probably. Well, they're both going to play. He's going to get mad and they're going to bench one and then the other one's going to play. They're both going to play.
You know what? I'm flipping my thoughts on that Bear Brown game. I think that the Bears are going to win. And not only that, I think Flacco's going to throw a couple interceptions. I think he's going to throw 2 to 3 interceptions.
Holy moly.
The more I think about it in my head is he's on like
This
next
guy's
level right
drinking
now.
like Haterade today.
I think
Sometimes
that-
he's worse than Dan. Cooper never played with this team. How does that make a difference? Dak is mid. I think Dak's good. Jordan Love or Kyler Murray?
Kyler Murray is going to go crazy today. I'd probably say he's going to have like a 25 to 30 point fantasy day.
Dak don't have to be great in his system. He just and he don't. I mean, it's just like the good teams. Right? Purdy don't have to be great. Hurts don't have to be great. You know what I mean? The really good teams. I mean, Tua don't have to be great. You know what I mean? He can dump screens and stuff off. His stats might look great, but he don't have to play great. You just have to be a game manager. If you have a really good team, you can just be a game manager. You don't have to be stupid. And I mean, Philly's beating herself and losing the games. I mean, you know what I mean? It's not anyone's play. All 3 stars had fumbles last week. I mean,
I think if you traded Derek Carr and Dak Prescott, the teams don't change easily. I think the Saints are still mid, and I think the Cowboys are still good. I think they're on the same par of like just managing.
You think the Saints wouldn't get no better?
I don't think so. Even with all those weapons,
Jesus
yeah,
fuck.
I think it's about the same.
You have lost your mind, King Dilly. He has lost his mind.
What do you guys think? You think
What-
Derek
do you
Carr
guys-
will be
who
the
do you-
same as Dak?
Do you guys think Derek Carr and Dak Prescott is about the same level? Do you guys think this guy thinks that if the Saints and the Cowboys swapped and Derek Carr went to the Cowboys, which I think the Cowboys could still be good because they're really good, they're just set up well. I think Dak would make the Saints a little better. Do you guys think? What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah. Yes, they are. Carr is just average. Dak is just average. I don't think he's going to,
No
like,
way.
world beater. XFL quarterback at best.
It would not make them any better.
Hey. See, it ain't that hot of a take, I'm telling you.
ETN, Cup, or Hopkins at the flex?
Cooper Cup.
Cup.
Cooper Cup.
Cup's a dog. I mean, and Hopkins could get 2 or 3 touchdowns because that's just the way he is. But I like the Texans defense. They're pretty good.
Now, don't get me wrong. Cooper Cup has been having some down games because Puka's taken a bunch of those targets. They finally got that second receiver. But every time I have
Chiefs
Cup,
defense.
you got to
Chiefs
start him.
defense. Chiefs or Rams? I'm going Chiefs defense. Rams played Commanders, and Commanders can put some points on them. Likely or Schultz?
Isaiah Likely, mostly because we know Lamar's throwing the ball.
Yeah. Love or Stafford?
Love or Stafford?
Stafford.
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 Stafford loves garbage.
Cup good, but he got injury. Oh, he does. He does. Cup does have injury. We're not asking about who you drafting, but I mean, Cup gets his catches. He gets his touches. Nakua or DJ?
DJ Moore, which Nakua has been getting a lot of targets, but DJ Moore has just been on a new level.
That's about all they got.
Yeah.
That's about all they got. There's something on your hat. I know, man. It's a bird, and it is nice. Reed or Noah Brown?
I'd probably say Reed. I think I'm going to go with my Michigan State boy.
You're going to go with this Michigan State boy. Noah Brown's going to get a lot of touches today.
I think so, too.
But with a backup quarterback, scary.
ETN over Rashard White.
Diggs, Henry, or Zeke?
Stephon. Is it full PPR? If it's full PPR, Diggs. Henry doesn't get as many catches, but I would go Diggs.
Schultz or Taysom Hill? Taysom Hill's
That's
hard,
rough.
hard to do.
I go Schultz.
Taysom Hill's hard to. I mean, he might get a touchdown, might get a catch. You just don't know about him. Could the dwell in AEW be Cowboy? James Storm? I don't know, bro. I ain't kept up with AEW. My wrestling insider guy is not here. Hi, Sherry.
Oh, he said, "Hey, we take 22nd." For Jordan Love
Yeah.
earlier.
Carr is in the kindergarten. Dak is in college.
Brandon,
What's up, guys? Love or Fields?
I think it's Fields all day. He'll get 2 touchdowns today. I guess we'll just have to see. I take ETN over Rashard White in PPR because, I mean, Jacksonville's offense, they just pick who they're going to play that
Bills
day.
28, Dallas 24. I hope so. Man, I hope so.
I really think the Bills are going to play
I hope so. My goodness. Henry or Mostert?
Mostert.
Henry probably going to get a couple touchdowns, but he's only going to get about 30 yards.
I don't know. Sometimes he'd be going like 200 yards late in the season for some reason. He just takes off games.
It depends how his legs are feeling. He's getting old. You know, sometimes you get up out of the morning and your legs are like, damn, I'm not bad. And then sometimes like, oh, Ma, help me get out of bed. I'm sure you're feeling that today.
Says the Bills are the most overrated. And I would say you're right, but there's some games they come to play, and then there's some games that they just shit the bed.
Zeke or Pollard?
Pollard, probably.
Pollard.
And then Njoku or Goddard. I'd say I go Goddard. I really think that, like, I mean, even him coming back from injury, they still targeted him like 6 times. I say he's had
dog.
1 game back.
Top 5 tight end in the league.
I agree. I'd probably say top 4.
He's good.
I'd take him over Freiermuth.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. But Moose good, too, though. He's like 6.
When he plays.
Josh Allen or Tua?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen today. Tua scares me versus the Jets, guys. Tua scares me versus the Jets. Waddle scares me versus the Jets, especially if Tyreek's not playing. Now, if Tyreek is playing, Sauce will probably... You think Sauce will follow him?
No. Sauce plays really on one side of the field where he's best at. And they got DJ Reed on the other side, I believe. He's really been coming into it. Marcus May at safety. Been playing really good in that backfield. I think it's not going to matter because I think Tyreek's faster than anybody on that defense. I'd probably say that whoever's on Sauce's side is probably only going to have like 40 yards receiving.
Probably. Sauce is a dog. But the thing with Tyreek, they move him all over the place. You know what I mean? He's moving and before they hike the ball and then he's coming back again and then he's squatted down as a tight end.
Throwing the ball.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He is all over the place. Stafford or Mahomes today?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, you would take him over Mahomes?
You know what? That's one where I think I
Patty
would.
balls.
Mostly because
Patty's pissed.
Patrick Mahomes has been like.
I'm not ready to
I'm
get beat
always
third
on
time in a
starting
row,
him.
but it could happen, Taylor.
I'm always on starting Mahomes, but I don't know. That's really close. 'Cause
Guys, we
Stafford's
appreciate the
probably
likes. We appreciate the follows. We do. I have my. It's actually my mother. She's making some cups for us. So
Oh, that's right.
by next week we should have some more cup giveaways. So that'll be fun. I know you guys like getting free stuff. So stay tuned in with that as well.
I think that probably Jalen Waddle, if Tyreek doesn't play, obviously. But if you have Tyreek, you can't not start Tyreek.
Oh yeah, if Tyreek's playing, you play Tyreek.
Yeah, you got to start him.
If Tyreek's playing, you play Tyreek. I mean, it's simple as that. Tyreek's a dog.
I'm trying to think of who that safety is on the Jets. He's right. It ain't Marcus May anymore. I'm trying to remember.
That's the people. Who's the safety for the Jets? They know. They know. There's 100 of them in there or something.
Yeah,
They
who
know.
is the free safety for the Jets? I can't remember because I've only watched him play like twice this season.
Nayland or is it maybe Jalen or Allen? Is that what you're asking?
Jalen Hurts,
Probably Jalen.
best fantasy quarterback.
Achan or Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson. He just had. You know what's crazy? I saw a stat on the TV earlier, and it said that he had his season
Guys,
high.
thanks for the likes. Smash that likes, guys. Let's try to bust this thing.
He had season high in receiving yards. What do you think his season high in receiving yards is?
86.
108. That's crazy for
disappointing.
somebody at his level. 108,
Yeah,
but
but
he
look
had
who's
nobody
been
throwing the
throwing
ball.
the ball.
Like,
It's like Derek Carr.
look, they could have brought in Flacco, and they're probably a playoff team.
Yeah.
I mean, you see what Flacco did last week. Of course, that's small sample size, but I mean, why would they go with Wilson after all that?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Oh, it wasn't a separated shoulder. Jamar Chase suffers AC joint sprain.
Ooh,
It's possible he may not miss any time.
that dog.
It's crazy.
He's a dog.
He's playing for that first round exit.
Playing for that first round exit, he said.
What do you think about that?
I think that's fucked up. Tony Adams and Ashton Davis. That's probably their safeties.
Oh.
Rogers coming back next week. Oh man, he better not. That'd be stupid. But they're still not eliminated.
That's crazy.
They're still not technically eliminated. I mean, stuff has to happen. Amari or Flowers? I like Zay. I like Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers getting a lot of touches. End of rounds, handoffs. He's getting a lot of touches. Eagles need to win. We need to win. A-Chain or Elliott? Is
A-Chain.
Stevenson out still?
Stevenson's out this week.
I say he plays Zeke. I say he plays
Really?
Zeke just because he's getting touches.
Well, I mean, yeah, Zeke is obviously going to have like the consistency, but if you're in the playoffs, you ain't going to win off consistency. You're going to win off them big boom players. And A-Chain, he has games where when he's on,
He gets 40
is
points.
on.
He gets 40 points.
He's a winner. He is the fantasy winner for that week every time.
He's
that
the
he has one of
gambler.
those
He's a
games.
fantasy gambler, is what it is. Where do you think Bill will end up next year? I'm not sure. I mean, that's a tough question. Bill ain't going to show any interest yet. He's just going to be stubborn Bill with his cut off sleeves and his hood up and say, I want to talk about next week.
You know where I'd like to see him go?
Where would you like to see him?
Washington.
I would not like to see him in Washington.
I'd love to see him in Washington just because I think that he could turn that team around.
But if he's in Washington, I want him to be the GM so he'll fucking tear that team apart.
Well, you know, you got to keep a GM in there. I'd probably say if he's in, Bieniemy's out. I don't see him and Bieniemy
But
getting
if
along.
you guys think, we're talking about Bill right now, if you think Bill goes somewhere, is McDaniels going with him?
Yes.
McDaniel-
I think McDaniels is the offensive coordinator wherever he goes. And if he leaves, I'd almost say they bring in McDaniels as the head coach of the New England Patriots.
True, they could.
Just like when Saban leaves Alabama, I think they're going to bring in Lane Kiffin.
Guys, thanks for the follows. Appreciate you guys.
I think it's just like that.
We're answering fantasy questions as they go. We're just talking at times, so if you got one and you really need an answer, just flow it through a few times. You think Olave will play today? People are saying he's not. I haven't seen it pop up. We've been paying attention to this, but a lot of people are saying he's not.
Dubes or Zay Jones?
I like Zay.
I like Zay Jones.
Zay's getting
also.
touches. Bench one, Cup, Nakua, Hopkins, or Ayuk.
Ayuk.
I think Ayuk as well. But he's one that he can have a game, but them other guys are a little more consistent. Aaron Jones or Swift?
I don't know.
Thanks for the gifts, guy. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the follows. We're answering fantasy questions as they come. I mean, some of them flying fast. If you have one that we know it's playoff time, you need it answered, fly through it a few times, guys. OBJ or Garrett Wilson?
Garrett Wilson. There's just more consistency there. Which quarterback situation?
I think Swift over Jones. McLaurin, Jaden Reed.
McLaurin. I think it's half PPR. Jaden Reed gets a little bit more yards, but I had to go McLaurin. That's more safe because I mean him and Dotson.
Thoughts on Jones since Dillon is out? I mean, he's gonna get more touches.
Yeah, but he also might get hurt. He's been hurt 4 or 5 times this year.
They gotta throw the ball more.
Yeah. I mean, Brandon Wilson. How many times Aaron Jones been hurt this year? He'll know.
Dillon is out with a broken thumb.
Wow.
Jones is 50-50. But he's gonna have a good game. Start Connor.
James Conner, yeah. Easily start him. Because they're going to beat the
Lockett
49ers.
or Jalen Reed?
Lockett or Jalen. Probably Tyler Lockett. Which, I mean,
probably
deep threat.
Philly's defense, terrible.
You know, I think Philadelphia is going to blow Seattle out by like 3 touchdowns.
Out of your mind.
I have the weirdest feeling that they're going to come out mad. Seattle shits the bed sometimes.
What does Nuke do today? Who?
DeAndre Hopkins. He probably will do pretty good. I think Levis is going to lead them to beating the Texans today.
I think they win.
And I think DeAndre Hopkins is going to be a big reason why.
Stephon Diggs or Travis Etienne?
I'd probably say Etienne because he gets carries and he's also going to get catches.
He gets catches out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Schultz or Likely?
I'd probably say Isaiah Likely. Just got like the quarterback situation better there. Philly is going to crush the Sea Monkeys.
I hope so. But I'm nervous, trust me.
Oh, Brandon Wilson answered my question over here. Every game that Aaron Jones has played in this year, he has suffered an injury.
Holy moly. D-Hop or Jake Ferguson today?
Jake Ferguson. DeAndre Hopkins. I take DeAndre Hopkins. Adam Thielen or
Thanks
Odell.
for the love, guys. Appreciate you.
I take Adam Thielen. I mean, he's had a couple down weeks. But Adam Thielen is literally the only person they have to throw to in that offense because Hayden Hurst is out for the season.
If we beat Seattle by 35, I will be more bricked up than King Tilly was. I promise. We'll have to do a brick check every 5. I'm telling you. We've been struggling lately.
It would be hard to be more bricked up than I was at halftime 42-0. But I was talking to Ryan Tripp, and I had it, and I was like, these are the games.
Was it in your hand when you were talking to him?
Yeah, we were like, man.
Damn.
We were up on the Cardinals 30-0 last year, and we lost. So, I mean, I was like, this is one of them suffering losses we're going to take where it's going to be heartbreaking when we lose when we were up 42-0. But, you know, it was on our side that day.
It was.
Franchise record.
Bricked up for about 5 days it's going to be.
For points.
Is Tomlin gone at the end of the year? That's a good take.
That's a rough one because, like, Tomlin has done so much for that team. But at the end of the day, Tomlin's a good coach. He just doesn't have it in him to like get over that hump without the talent. You know what I mean?
You know, there's a lot of Steeler fans that don't like Tomlin.
Well, I could see why because he's defensive coach. A lot of people don't like defensive coaches because they think you have to have an offensive coach to win because they see like McDaniels and that flashy offense and they see Shanahan and that flashy offense, McVay. They want something like that. They don't want a team that's going to grind it out, run the ball 30 times, and then just like play some really stellar defense. They want that exciting that they're seeing everywhere else, like especially in Cincinnati, seeing the high-flying offense. And they want something like that. And Tomlin just isn't giving you that. He's just giving you some really consistent defense. And without like a great offensive coordinator, you're seeing where they're at. They're middle of the pack.
Do you think that's all on Tomlin? I mean, he's had an offensive coordinator for a while now. You know what I mean? Matt Cannon's been the same one for years. And I know he's gone, but it's not like they can just like scrap the playbook and say, hey, we got a new one this year now. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they can put new wrinkles in it. I think they'll put new plays in it. But I don't think that you can just say this year, well, this playbook's still Matt Canada's or whoever made it up. If Tomlin likes that playbook and that's the plays that Tomlin likes, yeah, he probably should go. Yeah. Because you need a more offensive-minded coach. This running the football Pittsburgh Steelers way just isn't going to work anymore. You know what I mean? You have to spread the field out at times. You have to sometimes run some screens and run some RPOs and run some different stuff. And Kenny Pickett's not the answer either. And it ain't like they've struck out at quarterbacks a lot. You know what I mean? They haven't went and drafted a good quarterback and kept picking one. I mean, yeah, they've had Rudolph and they've got Kenny Pickett and they've tried, but now Kenny Pickett's hurt again, and it sucks because it's like, what do we do now? Well, Kenny Pickett got hurt, so that could be their escape to give him another year. You know what I mean? This team's pretty loaded, and if you're not going to be committed to get a quarterback that I think can win now, I think it's probably time to hit the reset button.
See, I'm on the flip side of that. I think that Kenny Pickett hasn't really had a chance. I don't understand why they bring in Kenny Pickett. The dude plays similar to Ben Roethlisberger, airing it out. He did at Pitt, putting all the stats up and everything. And then you bring him into an offense and you have him throw slants. And you have him throw like across the middle of the field. He's an outside passer. He got all the weapons around him to have an offense similar to what they had, like the 3Bs there. And then they just don't run it. They run the ball with Najee Harris, who gets 2 yards a carry. They give it to Jaylen Warren, who's fumbling the ball away every chance that they give it to him.
I like Jaylen Warren.
And then, well, I like him more than Najee Harris, but I'm going to tell you that I think that Kenny Pickett, they need to bring somebody in who's going to let him just sling it. Give him one season where he has an offensive coach that just lets him sling the ball all over the field. And if he's not the answer, draft somebody after that. But at least give him a fair chance to throw that ball.
Tomlin's lost for a head coach. Lockett or Rashee Rice? I think Lockett's going to have a good day.
I think so too. But that you can't go wrong either way there.
Do you think Drake May will be the best quarterback coming out of the draft?
I think if Caleb Williams comes out, he is the top dog. I think there's no way you pick anybody over him.
Zay, baby.
But I will tell you that I think Jaden Daniels is going to be good, older quarterback, more experience, more pro ready, you can plug him in.
Zay all day. Zay gets the touches. I like Calvin Ridley, but I think Calvin Ridley is going to have his hands full versus Ravens. Well,
Calvin Ridley has a game where he goes for 20, and then he'll have like 4 weeks where he goes for like 3-4 points.
I have Garrett Wilson and Olave. Do I just play Wilson because Olave is iffy? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I agree, yes.
Prescott or Matt Stafford? Well, I'd take Matthew Stafford.
DJ Moore or Jaden Reed?
DJ Moore. 10 out of 10.
Gibson or Ridley? Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys. If you have not, give us a follow. Like this thing.
Probably Calvin Ridley. Because Antonio Gibson is getting the carries because Brian Robinson's out. But I think Calvin Ridley. I think Christian Kirk's out today also. So he should get more carries.
I benched Addison for Antonio Gibson. My brain was not thinking. My brain was not braining. Huh? Thanks for the follow, guys. That's hard. That's hard, especially when you see what Addy's becoming a ball player. He really is.
I mean, he had Kenny Pickett in college, Caleb Williams slinging the ball at USC, and then he goes to have Josh Dobbs throwing the ball in the NFL.
Rasheed Waddle or DJ Moore, pick two. I think Rasheed and DJ. Waddle's going to have his hands full.
I think so too.
Waddle's going to have his hands full today.
With the Tyreek thing, I'd just wait off. I would make sure you have a backup option. Watch when they drop the injury reports right before the game.
If he's playing, you put him in.
Yeah, easily.
If he's playing, you put him in because he's going to make it happen. You've seen him walk it off and run it off, and I mean he was doing everything he can. He's beating on his chest. I mean he's ready to play.
If you have George Kittle, you start George Kittle in the flex, tight end, wherever it is.
They got the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, I'm telling you, man, they're going to beat the 49ers tonight.
Debo or D-Hop today? Debo or D-Hop?
Debo's been hot.
Debo's been hot.
He's been getting like 15 to 20 points every game.
Roll with Debo. Play smart. Kincaid or Kmet?
Kincaid.
I like Kincaid.
I love Kincaid. Remember I said he was my favorite player in the whole draft? And I think if he could just like be that, he's transitioning now into that primary option there. They've been throwing to him more than they've been throwing to Stephon Diggs. So I'm going to tell you, I think that Kincaid's going to be a monster.
Browns defense might be a little suspect today versus Justin Fields.
They're missing everybody.
A running quarterback's hard. You know what I mean? A running quarterback's hard to stop. Rashee Rice or Breece? That's
probably
close.
Breece
That's
Hall.
close. But I think Breece Hall's going to get some touches. Will Justin Fields still be the Bears? We talked about that last week. I think if Justin Fields wins a couple games, I think if they can win a couple games out of the next few, I think you got to give him the keys still and say, hey, this is yours for another year. And I hope he does because I would rather have them either spend my pick on a wide receiver like Marvin Harrison Jr. if he stays, or an offensive stud lineman. And I mean, then you got your pick and Carolina's pick. And I mean, you can flop and do either or you can go and get you a defensive lineman or defensive tackle like Houston did, get an early one. And it makes a big difference. These young guys that come in, Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, you know what I mean? There's guys, and I seen offensive tackle been playing a lot of Broderick Jones for out of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? He's playing a ton. If you draft these big guys early, it seems like they're getting some playing time, and it's helping. Drake London or James Cook?
James Cook.
McBride or Njoku? Oh, you got your boy.
I'd probably say McBride because Kyler Murray's going to sling it.
His boy. He's got Murray dominating today, guys. He's got Murray dominating today.
Yeah,
he does. He's bricked up over Murray.
I just saw on TV that the Packers are in the playoffs right now because they are 6-7. That's how bad the NFC is. The Raiders would be in the playoffs if they were in the NFC. Maybe we need to just flip conferences.
The Raiders?
Yeah. We'd be in the playoffs. Man. What do you think, Brandon Wilson? If they end up making the playoffs, are they first round exit? Or is it going to be Love Mania?
I mean, it depends how. If they're hot, they're scary. I mean, they got a lot of young players. Are the Eagles in trouble? Yeah, I think we're in trouble.
We'll just have to see because, I mean, maybe that is the loss that they need to just be like, hey, listen, we need to take a step back. It's similar like when, for example, the Packers in 2011 lost to the 2-14 Chiefs. They woke up that moment and said, hey, we're not unbeatable by anybody, and ended up getting a Super Bowl ring that season. So, I mean, like, sometimes you need that loss and, like,
Definitely
those really embarrassing games
gotta run a football
to be like, hey, it's time. I mean, look, the Raiders last week, 0 points, embarrassed. They come out today, and Antonio Pierce is like, I am going to score consistently. And they just kept scoring and kept scoring. I saw a funny stat that said Antonio Pierce coached in high school, and he ran the score up to 99 points.
I've seen that.
That's crazy. And they said that's when they knew that he was not going to stop trying to score that ball.
Who's clinching the next playoff spot?
I'd probably say it's got to be like
if Philly
Kansas
wins, they're
City.
in. If Philly wins, they're in.
Raiders did kill them.
Probably Philly or Dallas. Or, no, Philly, probably Niners. I think Niners. Niners got the for sure win today. You don't think so, but I think the Niners got the for sure win today.
Here's the thing. I think the Niners lose to the Cardinals. I think the Eagles clinch today because I think they blow out Seattle.
I think Olave's out. They're saying that he's, like, doubtful, but I'm not sure.
I'd start Cooper Kupp over Stephon
Rasheed
Diggs.
or Garrett Wilson or Olave. I don't know if Olave's playing.
Garrett Wilson, I think, is the safest bet there. I mean, of course, you got Wilson.
She's going to get his touches. I like what they're doing with Rasheed. I really do. If Philly wins, Detroit is in.
Well, you're good because Philly's going to win by 3 touchdowns.
Damn, I
Tomorrow night.
Kittle or Rice at the flex?
Kittle. Waddle or JSN? That's good. That's a good question. I'd probably say Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, I think Jalen. He's going to get some. Someone's got to get something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Someone on that team's going to have to get something. McMurray versus the 49ers or Flacco versus the Bears?
I'm telling you, slam that Kyler Murray start today. Kyler Murray is going to go insane.
Jeez. Should I start Likely or McBride?
The weather is the question. The weather is always the question when it comes to how teams are going to perform.
Yeah, especially like Miami.
Hurts or Lamar. Those are the top 2 fantasy quarterbacks.
Lamar.
I think it's Jalen Hurts.
Shoot.
I really do. I think Jalen Hurts, if you have him, you have to start him. I mean, he's the number 1.
Could it be a trap game for the Niners?
It is.
Trap game, baby. Trap game. Guys, smash that like for me. If you have not, give us a follow. We appreciate you. We are answering fantasy questions. We are talking football. Any upsets you guys talking this week? His upset of the week, he's going Cardinals over Niners. He says they're winning. That's the take. That's it. That's his upset.
There's a hot take. Bijan or Kamara? I think you have to start Alvin Kamara. If you asked me that question week 1, I think it's Bijan easily. But it seems like sometimes they're committed to giving him the ball, and other times they're not. But with Kamara, you're always guaranteed a bunch of targets.
You think Kamara over Tommy DeVito?
Yes, but
You think
I think the Giants could win that game. I really think that DeVito could come out.
Who you got? Let's go there. Who you got? We are going into the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Who you guys got? Who that or Tommy?
I think Tommy's got it. I think DeVito is going to beat the Saints because I just don't believe in the Saints. Because some weeks they come to play, and other weeks it's just like, what are you doing? Carr turns the ball over. Carr's like suffering like 55 injuries.
Who DeVito played well against the Packers. He's good. Who you guys got? Giants or Tommy DeVito? Huh? Who dat? Giants? I see some Giants. I see some who dats. I got Flowers, baby.
I seen somebody say the other day.
How you guys feel about Keaton Mitchell this week?
They're saying DeVito's great value. Garner Minshew.
I think Mitchell's gonna play well. I'm not a big Tommy fan.
I mean, people are rallying around him the same way they were rallying around Dobbs. This is really the year of the backup quarterback getting all the attention. I mean, you got Jake Browning as the savior in Cincinnati. Dobbs has been the savior in 2 different places. Minshew's playing crazy.
Waller or Kincaid, full PPR?
Kincaid. Darren Waller's always hurt.
Yeah.
He might play half the game. He might play
Jaden Reed or Coop? That's tough.
That's tough.
That is tough.
I'd probably say Amari Cooper, mostly because I just trust they're going to commit to the passing game in that game.
Ayuk, Wilson, Rice, or Diggs? Brandon Ayuk, Garrett Wilson, or She Rice, or Stephon Diggs?
Probably Garrett Wilson. Maybe I'd probably say, you know what? I'll take Stephon Diggs in that situation.
Purdy or Lawrence? Purdy.
They're about the same level. I'd take Purdy.
I mean, 49ers got Cardinals.
They're going to have to score.
Ravens and Jags. Who you guys got for? I think Saints win this thing. Who do you think?
I think the Giants.
You think Giants? Think Giants will keep rolling? I think Saints.
I think tight.
I think Saints have a better team.
Whoever wins the turnover battle in that game wins the game.
Is there a chance Ron Rivera wind back up with the Panthers next season? No. I think he's gone. He's going to be out for a year.
I think he'll be a defensive coordinator somewhere.
He could go somewhere like that. I don't think he's going to be a head coach though. Do you think Diggs will perform this week? I think he will. I think he'll put his point. He'll put his yards up. I think it's going to be a shootout. I really do.
I'd probably say he'd have probably 2 touchdowns.
Likely Goddard or Schultz?
Goddard,
baby. Top 5 tight end in the league. Dallas Goddard. Time for him to have a good game. You got the Saints. Hey, I think that's the Saints as well, I think. What other game you want to go to? We can go to, let's take a walk to the Jets and the Dolphins. They told Zach Wilson that after the end of the year he's done, that they're going to kind of come to agreement to just mutually part ways. Dolphins, Tyreek Hill, I haven't seen in or out. He's banged up. He's beat up. Who you got? Who you got on this one? Is this a no-brainer? Is this a Dolphins all day? Or is Jets keep rolling? Who you guys got up there? Who you guys got? Jets, Dolphins, Tyreek might not play.
I think Miami just has too much talent. I mean, obviously the Jets defense, every team's struggling with the Jets defense.
Jets.
I seen they had like the 32nd rated pass defense against quarterbacks. So, I mean, like...
Jets, Jets. They're fighting.
I really think the Dolphins...
You know what they're fighting for? They're not fighting for a playoff. They're fighting to be winning for Aaron Rodgers. That's what they're fighting for. I think Jets win this thing. That's going to
be...
Upset. That's my upset. That's my upset right there. Jets.
I mean, it could happen.
It could happen. Jets got a good defense. Ritter over Young. Probably. I say Ritter over Young. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that one? Let's go to that one. Let's go to the Falcons. Let's go to the Falcons and the Panthers.
I think Carolina's going to roll. I really do, because I just don't. It seems like Atlanta's hot or cold. Like, Atlanta will come and Ritter will have like a crazy day and they'll win, or Ritter will just look like a
Atlanta
like
Falcons,
high school
Carolina Panthers. Who you guys got? I see some Carolina up in the love. Dolphins has let Hill determine if he'll play. Yeah, he's game time decision ankle.
Well, if they let Tyreek decide, he's in there.
Oh, they let Tyreek decide he playing. But he gonna be banged up. You know what I mean?
I mean, he came back.
Brandon said he thinks he sits today. Did you get a little insider? Did you be with? Who you guys got? Panthers, Panthers, Falcons. Who you guys got? I see a couple Panthers up there. Panthers if the D's in the game. Only D needs to be in that game is DJ Moore. He's not on that team anymore. Falcons. See a couple Panthers. Who do you think you got? Who'd you say?
I think the Panthers are going to win.
I think the Panthers win that then. I think it's a toss.
They're playing just to make sure they don't look like.
I think it's a toss and a win. They both fucking suck.
I think that really they're playing so that they don't look stupid. I mean, because that first overall pick, they really don't want to give the first
God
pick
dang.
to the Bears. I mean,
Cowboys over the Bills, Seahawks over the Eagles. You're a hater. You got to be a Cowboy fan. Redskins over ranks. Who should I start at flex? Flowers, Hopkins, or Reed?
Flowers.
Flowers. Yo, McKinnon or Brandon Cooks?
Brandon Cooks.
Brandon, he's getting some touches. He gets 4 or 5 balls a game.
Yeah, he's got it.
And I think it's going to be a shootout. Thanks for the follow. Guys, if you have not, smash that like a few times. Smash that follow.
Oh, and the top corner for the Jags is out. Definitely
that's
start
big.
Zay Flowers.
That's big.
Man, that's a tough schedule. The Dolphins got the Jets, the Cowboys, the Ravens, and then the Bills to finish.
Holy moly, boys. Jets, the Dolphins' remaining schedule is the Jets, the Cowboys, the Bills, and the Ravens. Holy moly.
That's probably the AFC playoffs. That's
That
probably
is
the two teams they'll play.
brutal. Rasheed Rice over Olave. I don't know if Olave's playing.
I'd take Rice just to be safe.
Mayfield or Flacco?
Mayfield woke up dangerous.
Woke up dangerous. Zay Jones, baby. Zeke or Moser? Moser's going to get touches. Thanks for the follows, guys. What's the best game on today? Probably the Cowboys and the Bills. I mean, I think it'll be a good shootout.
I'll tell you
Ravens and Jags should be a good one.
I think a fun game to watch is probably going to be that Commanders-Rams game. Because I think it's going to be back and forth.
It could be a shootout.
I think the Commanders are going to win.
I think it could be a shootout. Is Geno going to be out? I don't think Geno's playing. I haven't heard he is playing. I think Green Bay line woke up dangerous. They could. They better woke up dangerous if they're feeling Baker. Purdy or Love? I have Purdy in right now.
I'd take Purdy.
I'd take Purdy. Purdy's a safe bet. Hey, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Hey, we appreciate you. Trying to read everything that come in. They're flying through. Devontae Smith or Zeke?
Devontae Smith.
Godwin or Zay Jones?
Chris Godwin.
As a Ravens fan, I believe we could face a loss today. They play the Jags.
I think it'll be tight.
Be tough.
It'll be a good game.
It should be a good game, but Jags are banged up. Hopkins, Odell, Zay Jones at the flex. Hopkins, Waddle or Puka?
Jalen Waddle.
Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. We love you guys. Smash that like for us. How about that? Smash that like. If you have not, give us a follow. We're on here live a couple times a week. 90% of the time, every Saturday or Sunday morning. I go on, we try to show some games, we hang out, we give stuff away. We have different platforms if you want to follow us on those as well. Go up to the corner up there, the Real and Raw page. Go to the link tree, click on it, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and the X, known as Twitter. That's why at times we look over here, because we have a computer set up over here that you guys cannot see. Hey, we appreciate you. You're awesome, bro.
Drew Lock or Jalen Hurts? What do you think on that?
Oh, Hurts, come on.
I don't know. Drew Lock might have woke up dangerous.
He's gonna throw for 300 yards.
I think Drew Lock's probably going to throw for 300 yards the other way. Probably 3 pick sixes.
Jesus, my God, I'd be sore.
I'm telling you,
my arm would be sore.
Is going to be.
My arm would be sore if that happened, and it wouldn't be from throwing the football. Thoughts on job D'Amico Ryan has done? Awesome. I think D'Amico Ryan's doing an awesome job with the Texans. I think that obviously he don't have his hands on like all the drafting, but that as an organization as a whole, I think they're doing really well. I think they're on the climb. Njoku or McBride?
David Njoku. I take McBride. I'm telling you.
He's telling us. I see that smile. I see that smile. He said Kyler Murray going cray today, guys. Kamara or Williams?
I'd take Kamara because I'm telling you, Kamara gets so many targets out of the backfield. He has like 50 yards rushing every game, but dude always has like 60 to 100 yards receiving somehow.
How about last night? 3 touchdowns in a row denied. Is he? What game was he talking about? The Bengals game? Was that the one where they got like it was like a flag and then he scored? It wasn't, and I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
Probably. I didn't get to catch the game last night. I just know I was watching.
Upset of the day. He has the Niners getting upset by the Arizona Cardinals. My upset of the day, I'm going to go with the Jets over the Dolphins.
Let's talk about the Denver game. I didn't catch the Denver game. I just know I kept getting updates because I have Jahmyr Gibbs in fantasy, and they said Jahmyr Gibbs catch touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs rush for touchdown. Man, I gotta tune in. I looked, and Denver was getting thrashed. I was like, I love it. I hate Denver.
Yeah, Denver. Poor Denver.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny?
Poor Denver.
Let me tell you something.
The Jets is a good one. I think so. I think the Jets will be a good one today.
Last time I was here, remember I went on the big Denver tirade because they were 1-5.
You did.
From that, I think they're watching the show because they went on like a 5-game winning streak right
pissed.
after I went on that
They
big
was pissed.
tirade for like 3 or 4 minutes.
They was pissed.
And then all of a sudden, I got people messaging me and they're like, ever since you went on that tirade, now look, undefeated. Kane Craigos over there. Let's ride.
Oh, Kane Craig. He's a big Denver fan.
He's on he stalks the 7-Up at work.
Nice.
And he's like, let's ride. I walk past him. I'm like, come on, boy, let's ride.
he is a Denver fan. Do you get see how much Mahomes got fined? I did not. I did see he got fined, and
he got fined $50K, and Andy Reid got fined $100,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean
that's a lot of money. Man, that's a lot of money for people like me.
Yeah, they were bitching up a storm.
Not for them guys. That's like pocket change.
Man,
Bama connection in NFL is major. I love some Bama connection.
I mean, that a couple of years ago they had like the most players taken in one draft,
And because of that,
and then they got beat out by I think it was Georgia.
they got in
last
trouble.
year.
And they got in trouble for they was criticizing the game's officials. And the same thing with Mahomes. After the game, remember the offsides penalty they was crying about? Is mad, throwing a fit.
Ooh,
Go Birds, baby.
Jalen Hurts downgraded to questionable.
He's sick.
He'll play.
Flu game. He's about to have a Michael Jordan flu game up in this bitch. Drake London or James Cook?
I think it's James Cook.
James Cook. Do you
trust
think
Drake
Mahomes will have a 20-plus PPR game this week?
Yeah.
They got the pass. Yeah,
He's due for one.
He's dangerous. He got fined for that. Yeah, he got fined for that, for
He
crying.
was screaming at the official and crying and going over and talking shit to Josh Allen.
He was mad on it. You can't bullshitting. You can't be doing that.
Yeah,
Oh, whatever.
Well, cry about it. Oh, I bet it sucks having all them Super Bowl rings.
Mahomes fined 50, Reed 100, writing a check that Big gotta sell on any salary.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Hurts need to play like Vic. Can he do it? No. Vic's fast. Hurts ain't that quick, bro. Hurts ain't that quick. He'll get touchdowns though. Jerome Ford, Amari Cooper to flex.
That's tight because both are in the same offense. Jerome Ford gets all the rushes there because he's like their only option at this point. I'd probably say Amari Cooper just because it's PPR.
Coop gets some touches too. What's Washington's receiver? What Washington receiver will show up?
Now, hear me out. I would almost say that the Dotson has been quiet for a while. I wouldn't be surprised if Jahan Dotson has just a crazy game.
They got some good wide receivers.
I mean, they got Curtis Samuel too.
I
Which
know.
they don't use
How
him.
long
They
has
were
he
using
been
him
in
at the
the
beginning of the season. A while.
Oh, he's been around.
Yeah, I mean,
he's been around for a minute.
He got wasn't it Carolina? Wasn't he
Samuel,
Carolina?
he said, yeah.
The Ohio State fans can tell us that.
They loved him.
They probably got him as. I mean,
Falcons fade public. I don't know what you mean, bro. Guys, thanks for the likes, the shares, the follows. If you have not, give us a follow. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
Hey Garth, how long has Curtis Samuel been in the NFL?
No, I do not live in Philly. We are Ohio boys, actually, but not. I am not an Ohio State Buckeye fan,
Yeah, me either.
but we are from Ohio.
Yeah, we're probably about two of the only non-Ohio State fans.
3 did.
Yeah, and Dan, we're the Ohio State
Guys,
haters.
I need one. Tua, Hal, or Gino?
Tua. You might as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, you know what?
I think I'd roll with Howell.
Run Howe. Because I think that he has potential to go crazy.
I think he has more potential. I really do. I think Howell's got more potential.
I started Sam Howell over Jared Goff because I believe that he's going to be consistent.
Hey, I vote for Blue as well. One time a year, and that's when they play High State.
Yeah, that's the only time I root for Michigan either.
So last night I couldn't keep my
composure with the Broncos. Yeah,
it's hard to read.
Yeah,
the Broncos lost. Yeah, that was hard. If you're a Broncos fan, that is hard. Corey, appreciate the heart, bro. Appreciate you. We love you.
I was loving.
Does Tyreek play? They said it. They're giving it up to Tyreek. So if they're giving up to Tyreek, you know what that means? Tyreek's playing. I say Tyreek's going to play. I do. How good he plays, I don't know.
Watch him come out and go for one.
You think Notre Dame actually does something with Riley Leonard?
Well, we'll have to ask. Brandon Wilson's a Notre Dame fan.
Well, he's the one asking. That's who's asking.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't really watch Notre Dame because, I mean, it's Notre Dame.
It's Notre Dame. They win a couple. Olave, Hopkins, or Swift?
Probably Hopkins. Because Olave's supposed to be supposedly out today. Swift, I mean, hit or miss.
Jamie said his baby mama, Tyreek's baby mama, saes he's got to play. Did you see what he called? Yeah. He better play. I bet he's playing. Tyreek's got to play, right?
He's got to get if he has 2,000 yards receiving, I don't know how he's not MVP. I don't know how people are on this Dak and Purdy ordeal. If he has 2,000 yards, he deserves the MVP. Megatron deserved it when he almost hit 2,000, and he didn't get it either.
I agree.
I think he should be MVP, and I think if anybody breaks the sack record, I think they should be MVP.
Yeah, something like that, right?
I don't see if they're the best of all time at something, and you're going to tell me they're not the most valuable player in the league that year.
I mean, I agree. I really do. I mean, I don't know how you don't. I mean, but like if the quarterback broke something, and the wide receiver broke something, I mean, you'd probably give it to the quarterback. But if there ain't as much, I mean, Tyreek Hill's going to break most receiving yards. He definitely should win something.
That says, what was your initial opinion on the teams that made/missed the college playoffs? Ooh. Well, let me tell you what my favorite thing was. There was no Ohio State in the playoffs, and I don't have to hear about it for an entire year, and that makes me happy. And there was a big old yellow M there, and that stings for them just as bad.
I mean, my take on it sucked for the guys that the committee that had to pick these teams, just because Texas beat Bama one time, and then Bama went down to Georgia and beat Georgia. And it's like, fuck, what do we do now? And Georgia, I mean, Georgia's Georgia. They're good. High State's sitting there with one loss versus one of the best teams, Michigan. High State's pretty good too. They was coming up, but they got beat versus Michigan, and Georgia got beat versus Bama. So, and Washington stayed undefeated. The team that it really, really, really sucked for was Florida State, in my opinion. Do I think Florida State should have been there? I don't. I don't think they was one of the better teams. Did they deserve it? They deserved a shot to be looked at, but I don't think they deserved to be in. They played the last couple games with their backup players, and they didn't look good. Yeah, Louisville was ranked like 11th, but Louisville wasn't that good either. So I don't think Florida State deserved to be in there. I like Bama's in there. Texas is good for college football to be in there. Washington, I think Washington has a good chance, good offensive line, but Washington also has a good chance to get smacked in the mouth and get beat by a lot.
Look at that. Michigan State fan, when they are playing the University of Michigan, I am full-time Michigan State fan, and let me tell you, it's the misery of sadness.
I don't think Florida State should be in over Alabama. I really don't. I mean, I know Alabama had a hard loss to Texas, and I know that they almost got beat to Auburn, but Florida State just didn't look good. I like Florida State. My buddy Den that's here with me every week is a Florida State fan, but it's like every week we're like, well, when's Florida State going to get beat? They have playmakers, they have players, but it's like every week, even when Jordan Travis was in there, it was like, when they going to get beat? What's going to happen? When's that play going to happen? So I like Michigan, just not when they playing state. I like that. I can understand that. I go to UTEP. We can't even make a bowl game. Sorry, bro. Hey, the transfer portal's always open.
Yeah.
That bro, I know you've heard about it because only 7,000 people's done it. So hit that transfer portal. You might not even be playing school. You might not even be playing ball, but transfer to maybe a different different education or something.
Hey, to move into the transfer portal thing, we were talking about before the show. Kyle McCord announced today he is signing.
Jamie
He is
Prowse,
going
come on.
to Syracuse to play for the Orange.
Woo! Kyle McCord to the Orange.
Ohio State fans done ran him off.
Rumor is he is the next white Donovan McNabb.
Well, it depends. If he's good, Ohio State fans will claim him, and if he's bad, they'll say that's why we got rid of him.
I mean, it's a win-win for him.
Yeah, literally. I mean, look at Quinn Ewers.
Ben, I'm sorry, Ben. You are one of our regulars, and you are a Denver Broncos fan, and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, because or Las Vegas is coming for him. Because we play them this year too.
Sheesh.
Damn, it's gonna be Miami all over again.
Raiders coming, baby. Raider Nation. Raider Nation.
Get the swords out.
My daughter is blind, and her yearly check is up at Kellogg Eye Center at
U of M.
You make it worse? Oh, make it worse.
So it works.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Since I probably have Tyreek out, who would you start, Cooper or Noah Brown?
Cooper.
I think you play Tyreek.
If Tyreek plays, I'm telling you, watch like 10 minutes before the game. And if
I hope
Tyreek,
Bills
it hasn't
I
been
hope the
announced
Bills
yet,
pull one
switch him
off.
out.
I hope the Bills pull one off.
I'm telling you.
Listening to Tony Romo announce games, will he ever be a head coach? Man, he's good at them.
He really
like
is.
he knows what's happening. He really does.
And there's
Like,
people out there that don't like him.
I know. I think it's because you're aggravated that he's telling you what's happening before the play happens most of the time.
Says, you guys never seen a Raiders Super Bowl? I actually have seen a Raiders Super Bowl. We just lost it. I haven't seen a Super Bowl win, unfortunately. But, you know, that's a whole Bill Callahan situation.
This person used to work at Kellogg, see? Hey, Kellogg makes good cereal.
They do.
I'm not a big cereal guy, though. Mozart or Kenneth Walker?
Kellogg's a medical center.
Not all of them. Kellogg's a brand, too. True?
Yeah.
I'd rather be in the Kellogg's food than what I would the medical center. Would you?
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'll tear up some cereal.
I'd tear up some cereal. What's your favorite cereal?
What's my favorite cereal? I'd probably say it's either Honey Bunches of Oats. I don't think you can go wrong with that. And they got that granola cereal now. It's like God, what's that called? That Great Granola or whatever Quaker makes, and it's just granola that you pour water in, and it's like honey granola, and it is.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm not like a big cereal
It's the
guy. I can
best.
eat some. What's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer. I don't drink beer. I only drink liquor.
Ooh,
But I'll tell you my favorite liquor, and it's Di Serono cherry Italian liquor.
Dang, this guy's fancy.
I hate beer. Beer makes
Cinnamon
me sick.
Captain man, I like some Captain Crunch, but man, it always like fucks my like top of my roof up.
Oh, it does.
That shit's tough on you, man. That's like razor blades.
This is a signed Khalil Mack jersey.
That is a signed Khalil Mack
I'll
jersey.
give him a little taste of it.
That is
know
a
if I can do it
Khalil
on
Mack.
camera
Oh,
or
you
not.
can do it on camera. Oh, right. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. He looks like sunshine with that hair.
Hey, if you're a Raiders fan, you gotta have that long hair.
My favorite is Old Elk bourbon. I don't know about all that.
Bourbon.
I'm not a
tears me
bourbon
up.
guy. Start Tom Brady or Tony Romo. Depends.
Romo.
Depends. If you're holding the field goal, you don't want Romo.
Yeah,
You don't want Romo. He botched that thing. He's slow.
but I'll tell you this: I'd take Tony Romo because he's more of a stats guy over
He
Brady,
is.
anyways.
He should still be on the team, but something is holding it down for us. Someone. Who was it? Kamako?
It says, how did you pick the Raiders as your team? I always like stories behind the fandom. So my grandpa was a Raiders fan, and you know I've always had an affinity toward the color scheme, black, silver. Everything looks better in black, and I just think like that mystique. And I grew up watching. I had old film of like the Raiders. It has like the history. They sell them at like the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And it has the entire history, and it's like 4 or 5 hours. And you can watch year by year, like the whole history, and just that autumn wind is a Raider, and just like that piratey theme of just like, we're gonna hit you in the mouth, and you got to deal with it. And I just love that mystique and that feeling, and I just got that affinity toward it. And I think they got the best logo in the NFL. I think they got the best color scheme. And here pretty soon, they're going to have another trophy sitting in their trophy case. here in like next 15 years.
Jeez, that's a long time. Their stadium's going to be falling apart before they win again.
Yeah.
Are you Clay Matthews? This is Pat McAfee has AJ Hawk. We have Clay Matthews. It is what it is. Bricked up. He's bricked up right now. He is that whole speech right there. He's fucking hard as a wedding dick right now. Guaranteed. Zay Flowers or Tyreek? If Tyreek's playing, I'm putting Tyreek in.
I put Zay Flowers in just because. I'm telling you, like, I mean, obviously you got to watch for the Tyreek injury, but I'm going to tell you right now that Zay Flowers ain't a bad person to start if you are worried about that, because Zay Flowers is going to have a day today. Tyson Campbell out for the Jaguars. It's going to be interesting.
Go Niners. I would like for the Niners to lose today. And he has the upset of the Niners getting beat today. It could be a trap game for him.
The guy said, my dad loved the way the Raiders dressed. And let me tell you, that was part of it. Watching those films of Kenny Stabler showing up in the big mink coats, smoking cigars on the sideline after he went out drinking all night. Just that, like, it's almost like a rebellious thing. Just like they were the bad boys of the NFL. And it's hard to not like them. I mean, that's why people like the New World Order.
Yeah.
It's because they were against it. And then you got like NXT and stuff. I'm telling you. Everybody likes the bad guys.
They do. I mean, you either like the bad guy, you got a group that like him, or you got people that hate him. You know what I mean? It's just, it is what it is. Why is Philly my team? It was probably 04. I mean, I was like a freshman in high school. So I was like a sophomore, freshman in high school. I started watching football. I didn't really have a team to kind of leech to or pick to, you know what I mean? I was just watching sports. My mom and dad wasn't real sports people, so I kind of like sports on my own and with my friends. And I played 2K5, and it was T.O. and Donovan McNabb with T.O. on the cover. So T.O. McNabb kind of won my heart. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And I've still been to Philly. I've been battling with the Phillies ups and downs. I'm not like a complete Philly team fan. College football, I kind of just pick players. It's hard for me to pick a team because, man, I hated years ago whenever I started liking college football. I hated where 4 years, the players could leave. You know what I mean? And it sucks. It's like, man, I don't really care for the coaches. I like the players. They're the ones that put the shit on the field. And now with the transfer portal, it's even worse. You know what I mean? If I'm a big fan of a team and like especially if you're a lower team and one of my star quarterbacks goes somewhere else and leave, that sucks. It's hard. I mean, that's just awful.
Yep. Jamie Prowse said, damn, both are bricked up now.
Both bricked up, baby.
You want to know a funny story?
My hand's going to be raw.
This is why I'm a
right hand only, though, not left. Left would be weird.
I was similar to you about how, like, I followed players. Yeah. And then how I became a Michigan State fan was that year that Ohio State didn't make the bowl games because of Terrell Pryor, and then the next year they came back undefeated. And Michigan State went in there and beat their fucking ass and stopped them from making the fucking playoff championship.
It's like holding an orange.
Kirk Cousins
like
and
the little ones
went crazy on them. And they went to the Rose Bowl. They won my heart the minute they beat Ohio State on their like 20-0 record. We're going to show them and just beat their ass.
They said, this one said, do you have kids? And if so, do they ever out-knowledge you in sports? I have a son. He is 10. If you follow the page, he is Leroy. He is part of the page. He hangs out. We talk a lot about him. He's smart. Let me tell you, he's really knowledgeable. He watches football and stuff with me. He don't out-knowledge me because old dad's been in the league for a while. But I promise you, he can out-knowledge any kid in his school about players on the teams, because they give him shit. When the Eagles lose, he's a Philly fan. When the Eagles lose, his first thing he wore was a Philadelphia Eagles onesie. So that was his first outfit. And people at school give him shit when they lose, like Cowboy fans and stuff, or Bengals fans, and he'll be like, oh, well, what did your team do? And who's your starting quarterback and all this and that? And half of them's like, oh, I don't know. He's like, well, you can't talk smack if you don't watch it. So it's funny.
I don't have kids.
He don't have no kids.
I don't have kids yet. It's like a baby arm holding an apple.
I said it's more like an orange, like, you know, like the little like clementine oranges. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's it's more of an orange, not an apple. Apples get big.
I mean, you saw them apples I had on Halloween.
I seen them coconuts. I've seen them coconuts you had on Halloween. You was dancing. You was a little hula girl dancing. I got that picture too.
Yeah. Zeke was cold at OSU. Yeah, he was a monster at OSU, and then he decided after he got paid he didn't want to play no more.
Zeke was a monster at Dallas for a while.
Now that paycheck's drying up. Now
Look
he's
at
playing
Mooch's
again.
minute. Mooch is cooking with Tommy DeVito today.
He looks like Chef Boyardee.
3-1. First 4 career starts, won the last 3. Tied most wins for an undrafted rookie quarterback in the common draft era.
Mooch's marinara minute.
Tommy DeVito.
Puka or Cooper? Well, it's literally 50-50. You just got to take a pick and roll because
Tommy Collins or
I'd probably say Cooper Cup, though.
Tommy or Tua?
That hair with coconuts dancing, now we are talking.
Tommy could probably put some.
Now get that sauce on it.
Tommy could probably put up more yards and stuff today. Honestly. A-Chan or Zay Flowers?
I go Zay Flowers.
I go Zay Flowers. Zeke or Rashid?
Or
Raheem.
Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, Raheem. Raheem. Guys, thanks for the share, the likes, the follow.
Hey, inactive Tyreek Hill will not play today.
This just in. Tyreek Hill is inactive versus the Jets.
Update your lineups.
Update the lineups. Tyreek is out. Smash Tyreek out up there. Let's see it.
This just in. Devin Chain is active, so start a chain.
A chain is active. Tyreek is out. We're getting
Aaron Jones active versus the
Aaron
Buccaneers.
Jones. Our boy B. Will was right. He got it.
But
Olave out.
give it 1 hour, and I promise you, Aaron Jones will be out.
Chuba Hubbard or Kenneth Walker?
Yeah, Chris Olave out versus Giants.
Yeah.
Ankle.
Olave or Hubbard? Not Olave. Sorry. Walker or Hubbard? What do you think? Walker. I think Walker.
Listen,
I think Walker's more
I'm
dependable.
going to roll the dice. Go Chuba Hubbard because I think Kenneth Walker is still coming back from that injury, splitting carries with Charbonnet. Go Chuba Hubbard. Just roll the dice. I mean, that's what's going to win you your playoff game today is rolling the dice on a player that could go crazy. Because how many times have you seen that we have a big name person we start, they have like 3, 4, 5 points, and then fullback for the Atlanta Falcons gets 2 touchdowns and steals from Bijan that day. Just roll the dice if it's 50-50 like that.
I agree.
Travis Carr or Derek Carr? I think I had to take Travis Carr. Because, he ain't throwing interceptions.
I think you take Travis Carr.
We'll have to pull up some game tape on Travis Carr and see what's going on.
I bet Travis Carr used to be a bowler.
Is there an update on Aaron Arms' injury? Is he playing today?
Aaron Arms is Hamley's injuries. Aaron Arms is in. He's always in.
Aaron Arms is in.
Aaron Arms.
He's out there handing out them mortgages.
He's handing them
Left,
out.
right. Boom,
Left
boom,
and
boom,
right.
boom,
Even
boom.
if it's in a wheelchair, it's in a wheelchair. Tyreek's out. There goes my fantasy league.
Hey, you could start
Case Keenum is starting today.
Braxton Berrios. It's the Braxton Berrios game. Get him in your lineup. Man, that's crazy. He ain't playing today. That's probably going to cost
Look
him.
at him. You can tell he's hurting.
That's going to cost him his 2K, I think. He's
think
going to
so?
come out next game and try to go for 250.
I mean, what's he got? 3 more games after this one? 4
Yeah.
more games up, right?
He could do it. How many times he went over 150 this year?
Yeah.
I'd love to
Chase
see him.
Claypool, that's who you got to start. Anytime touchdown, Chase Claypool.
I'd go Braxton Berrios. I think Braxton Berrios is the leading receiver on that team today.
I'm starting Waddle. I don't blame you. But it sucks with Waddle versus the Jets by himself.
Keaton Mitchell over Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, Keaton Mitchell.
That's
for
definitely
sure.
a Jets win now. I'm telling you.
Say, I'm telling you, Jets, baby.
They're deep.
Jets.
They're deep at all positions, really. They got killer Mike White behind Tua, and they got plenty of receivers behind
They do,
Tyreek
but
and
they're not
Waddle.
Tyreek.
Hey, you know what?
He's hurt. Look at him.
This is the Chase Claypool Mapletron.
Breaking
He's about to go
news.
200 yards.
Tyreek inactive today.
I hate that.
ETN. Ooh, here we got a couple. Waddle, James Cook, full PPR.
James Cook,
Evans or Moore. Guys, thanks for the follow.
DJ Moore is sick. They're saying
Heard
he's sick.
Jalen Hurts is sick. They're saying he's questionable. He is sick. He's got the flu. Rumor is he tweeted me earlier and said that asked if I ever heard of Michael Jordan. I said, well, yeah, he's the second best basketball player in the world. And he said, I'm about to have the Michael Jordan game. So
He's the best.
second best.
Second best is Kobe.
What?
Yeah.
What are
I
you
take
talking
Kobe
about?
over LeBron, man. I'm telling you. What's that say right there? Puke and rally. He's going to have to puke and rally.
He's gonna have to. That's exactly what he's got.
He's going to be out there vomiting like McNabb on the field.
He's gonna need to.
He's going to vomit.
Now,
sling it deep.
Tommy or Tua.
Tua. I'm telling you.
Tommy. Jets defense shutting them down.
Another breaking. Oh, it's just repeating. It.
Yeah, I mean that's important though if you're in the fantasy.
I think I'm playing a guy with Tyree today, man. My day gets better.
Hopefully, you don't start him. Huh? Actually,
Hope
hopefully
he does.
start
Hope he
him.
does start.
A lot of players are sick. Brandon Cooks is sick too. That's a plus.
Yeah.
Flex position. Do I pick up Berrios or take Dalton Schultz?
Hey, Barrios,
Schultz.
just starting. Roll the dice. I'm
Houston.
telling you. Barrios has gotten like a couple targets a game every game. I had to start him in an emergency because I had a couple players hurt. He didn't do too bad. But with him out, I mean, playing the slot, I just run him.
Anytime touchdown. McCaffrey, Kamara, CD, or Lamar. All of them are going to score.
Yeah, I think every single player's. Hey, you know what? Do a 4 parlay, anytime touchdown, McCaffrey, Kamara, CD, Lamar. And when you nail it, come back, donate.
That's probably going to hit. I mean, really. Aaron Jones or Antonio Gibson.
Aaron Jones. I mean, he'll at least play a quarter.
Guys, thanks for the love. Who should I start? Baker
A-Chain.
or Locke? Baker.
You know what?
Probably Locke.
Lock. You know what? Put
I don't
Lock in
know.
there because
You know what happened last time the couple backup quarterbacks played to Philly? That's 49er fans, I'll tell you. It wasn't nice. Wasn't nice. But we also did make Sam Howell look like a top 3 quarterback, so. ETN or a chain?
ETN.
Zeke or Swift? Swift's going to get some touches, I promise.
I'd avoid Zeke today. I really think Chris Jones is going to give him a lot of problems.
Yeah, Lamar's definitely going to get a touchdown. Will Tommy DeVito be the permanent start? I think next year you go into it and say, "Hey, you're fighting for it." Do you agree?
I agree. I mean, Daniel Jones is trash. I'm just going to be as
Sam
blunt
Howell
as I
is
can
not
be.
a top 5 quarterback.
Daniel Jones never understood it. He's like a worse Derek Carr. He like can't throw the ball. He can run a little bit. I mean, if you want a running back, you might as well just start your running back at wide receiver or at quarterback. You might as well just punt Saquon back there. They probably have about the same accuracy.
It says London or Demarcus Robinson with Tutu out. Weather is terrible in Carolina.
I'd check your waiver wire out and see what's available on waiver wire if those are your 2 options.
Hill out, Thielen, Edwards-Helaire, or Noah Brown.
Thielen.
Thielen.
I'm telling you, Thielen.
Playoff Flacco is coming. Should I start Dots? Oh, they're flying now.
Jahan Dotson. Just throw
Noah
him out
Brown,
there.
Jaden Reed.
I'd start the Falcons defense.
Guys, I'm going to read them as
they
quick
have
as
an
I can
awful
see
offensive
them.
line.
Douglas, Pop Douglas or I don't know.
Devontae or Zay, start Zay. Hurts and
Zeke or James Cook.
Zeke or James Cook. James Cook.
Demarcus Robinson. Aaron Jones or Zeke.
Zeke because he'll play the whole game.
Brock Purdy or Lamar.
Lamar because he gets the rushing yards.
Lamar gets them rushing yards. Jordan Love or Stafford. Pull
Stafford.
PPR.
Stafford. He's
Quick
gonna sling
question. Should I start Gabe Davis or Rasheed Rice?
Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice. He's getting touches. Do you guys think Eagles will reunite with Zach Ertz? I don't know
That'd
what
be
Zach
nice.
Ertz is doing.
That'd be nice.
I don't understand why. I can't believe he's not signed yet, honestly. Puka or Waddle?
Puka.
Puka, baby. Waddle's going to have his hands full.
Wandale or Kincaid, start Kincaid.
Kincaid. Scary Terry or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore, baby. A-Chain or Zeke?
Ride the A-Chain.
Zeke had a good week last week, didn't he? Did you see he had like better than Pollard had all year?
Yeah.
That's sad, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but I was...
Noah Brown, Jaden Reed at the flex.
No Brown. I go no Brown on that one.
I think Noah Brown's going to get some touches. I really do.
Who
Everyone's
is
beat up
starting
there.
at quarterback for them today?
Case Keenum.
Oh, never mind. No Brown, slam it.
Case
Keenum. He's going to throw...
Case Cannon Keenum.
He's going to throw 5 picks today, but he's going to throw probably 40 passes.
It's fine. We're not starting Case Keenum. We're starting Noah Brown, baby. Case Cannon Keenum.
You know what? If you have a chain or Mostert, start them both. Punt Mostert at running back, a chain at flex.
One of them's going to get touches. If not, you're starting Moser. Mosier gets more. Should I play David Singletary, or Ezekiel Elliott?
This might be John Crunk.
I think you go Zeke. Zeke's getting some touches. Moser over a chain. Moser gets more touches. This might be John Crunk. Who's that?
I don't know.
I got Puka at the flex. I like Puka. Puka's a good one. If Jalen Hurts does play, how do we feel about Marcus Mariota? Terrible. We feel very fucking terrible.
Marcus Mariota's
run the football.
Listen, I'm taking
run.
If Marcus Mariota plays, he's gonna throw.
He's not playing. He's not playing. Jalen Hurts tweeted me. Jalen Hurts tweeted me, and he asked me if I knew who Michael Jordan was, and I told him he is the second best player in NBA basketball behind LeBron James. And he said, I am going to have a flu game like Michael Jordan did. With a question, do I start Evans over AJ? No. I don't know, though. Because
apparently John Crunk is a podcast guy.
Never heard of him.
I haven't either.
Never heard of him. Yeah, that's John Crunk. He's here.
I would bench Rashee Rice. I'd start Smith
and a
chain as a boom. ETN's getting both.
Flag is fly, baby. Bench on the chain. Smith, Rice. Is that what you just read?
Yeah.
Okay. Waddle or Swift? Swift.
Waddle.
Swift.
Waddle.
Swift.
Justin Fields over Mahomes.
Are you taking Fields?
Yeah, I'm taking Fields.
Holy.
He's got rushing yards. If we're taking quarterbacks, I'm taking Mahomes. If you're taking fantasy,
point-wise, yeah, I agree. I understand.
Jake Ferguson, top 10 tight end. We got to see some more production from him.
Fergie's good. Fergie's good.
He needs some more production.
Fergalicious.
Well, you got to think, we're getting like the resurgence of tight ends in the NFL.
We are.
You got Kincaid. You got Mark Andrews. You got Kelsey. You got Michael Mayer. You got Dallas Goedert. You got Pat Freiermuth. You got that
Waller.
Tyler Hudson.
Hawkinson.
The Hudson guy from the Bengals
Place
is playing
loaded.
pretty good.
Tight ends are loaded right now. Waddle or Garrett Wilson?
Kittle, Laporta.
Garrett Wilson. Waddle's going to have his hands full today. Without Tyreek there. Laporta, baby. Laporta's a dog. Laporta is a dog.
You know what's crazy? Missed the playoffs. Have Laporta in that league, the Dynasty League with Den. And then, of course, 3 touchdowns.
Hubbard or Gibson today?
Hubbard. Go Hubbard.
Hubby?
I'm just going to
shitty weather. Hubby. They're going to probably run it. True. Pick 2. Debo, Diggs, Smitty, Mike Evans.
Debo, Mike Evans.
Waddle or A-Chain?
I'd probably say Jalen Waddle.
What happened?
I think it crashed.
The TikTok world crashed. Hold on. That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Sitting at 1,500 right now. You have 1,500 viewers right then.
I did.
Yeah, that's what Brandon Wilson just said.
I don't know what happened.
Good question.
They hated us. They hate us because they ain't us.
We were overloading their servers because we had too many people.
We're resuming. 3, 2, 1.
Yo!
Yo!
And we're back.
What the hell did you guys do to us?
They overloaded us. We had too many people in there. We crashed TikTok servers.
The TikTok server sent an email and said, you guys are just way too much. Way too much. I don't know what happened, guys. I do not know what happened. That was crazy. That was crazy. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened on the TikTok world. I don't know. I can't explain it, to be honest. It went crazy. Smash that like, give us a follow. We're back on for a little bit. We're probably going to shoot on here for, I don't know, probably another 15 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
JSN or Chubb at the flex?
You know what? Run Chubba Hubbard today. I'm gonna put my eggs in the Chubba Hubbard.
Chubba Hubbard. They said someone said the Carolina said it's going to be shitty weather there. They're probably going to run the football more. Pick 2: Rice, Flowers, or Reed.
I'd probably say Flower easily. Rashee Rice probably easily.
Zach Green, go Levis, baby. Hey, Levis is balling.
Listen, he's smearing his mayonnaise all over them boys. He is going crazy.
Nakua. I'm picking Nakua.
I go Nakua also.
Gibson, Chubba, or A-Chan?
Let's go Chubba. Let's just keep rolling Chubba.
Pick 2: Pollard, Kyron, or Moser?
Mostert and Kyron Williams. If you got Kyron Williams, he's an insta star.
Yeah, and Moser's getting the touches.
You never know when.
Should I play Singletary or Zeke?
Singletary or Zeke? Zeke.
Hey, thank you guys. If you have not, give us a follow. I know we cut out. I don't know what happened, bro. I don't know what happened. The servers got overloaded. We was over 1,000 people in here, and shit happened. Shit got crazy.
Yeah, we were going too hard on the. We were going too fast on the question.
We was too bricked up. That was the problem. The blood flow was straining at one end. We was bricked up for a minute. Tyreek is out. We seen it. Tyreek is out. Pick 2: Debo, Dibbs, and Mike Evans. Debo and Diggs, right?
Debo and Evans.
Evans, yeah.
Puka, Smith, or DJ Moore. You know, DJ Moore's hot. Just keep it going because they got Denzel Ward's out. Like the whole Cleveland defense is hurt right now.
Olave out. Should I start Rashid or Demario Douglas?
Start Rashid. It's a boom or bust either way.
Nakua or Garrett? I'm saying Nakua. I think Nakua.
I go Garrett Wilson because they don't really have a whole lot of targets there to give around.
I just don't believe in Zach Wilson.
Listen, Zach Wilson, this might be the resurgence. Had a great game last week. I mean,
could be.
I hope he has a great game.
Do you guys think Goddard
too.
will have a big game tomorrow? I hope so. I hope Goddard puts up 75 yards.
I think so.
7 catches.
I got Philly blown.
Who they, baby? Who they looking good? Who they looking good, right? Mike Evans, DJ Moore, or DeAndre Hopkins? Or DeAndre Swift. Sorry.
DJ Moore, Mike
Evans. Pick 2. Mike Evans, DJ Moore, Hopkins, Switty.
Moore, Evans.
Moore and Evans. Rice or Breece Hall?
Rashee Rice.
Who they, baby? Pick Puka, DJ Moore, Cup.
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. He gets handoffs and everything.
He's been getting a real, like, they are like running their whole offense through him, which is what they should have been doing to start the season.
Taysom Hill or Dotson? Dotson.
Oh, shoot. I got to update my fantasy lineup. Devin White's out.
Better change it. Better change it. Hey, appreciate you, brother. Give us a like. Give us a follow. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. I don't know what happened earlier. It was crazy.
You guys were overloading us with too much love.
Too much love. Like meat on meat love. Meat on meat. Zay Flowers, Rashee Rice. Zay, baby. What's the other guy's team? I see you're an Eagles. This is Raider Nation, baby. Raider Nation. He's been bricked up since shit. What was it, Thursday?
Yeah, it's
bricked
been
up since Thursday. He had to go to the doctor yesterday because that thing's been hard for over 12 hours. And didn't take no pills.
Had a hole in my ceiling. They had the solar in half.
It's crazy.
I had to fold it, snap it like a glow stick.
It's weird. You had to tape that thing to his leg to drive. Pick 2. ETN, Moser, or Zeke?
I'd say ETN and Mostert.
Probably. Thanks for the follow, guys.
Zeke's a guaranteed 10 points.
Patriots, Bills, and Jets winning. Got a parlay. Patriot, Bills. I hope so. But, man, that's a hell of a parlay. Patriots over the Chiefs. Bills over Cowboys, I think, can happen. That's ballsy. Pick. That was going to pass. Tua or Trevor Lawrence today? I'm going Trevor.
I'd probably say Tua. I think they're going to surprise people. They don't need Tyreek and Allen.
Pick 2. Moser, A-Chain, Swift, Jones, or Puka.
I'd probably say Puka and Mostert.
Yeah. Zeke or Mike Evans today?
Mike Evans.
DeAndre Hopkins or Zay Flowers?
Zay Flowers.
Zay all day, baby. Pick 2. Oh, we did. We picked 2. We picked your 2. We picked your 2, brother. Thanks for keep flowing them through so we can answer them. Sometimes we can. It's hard to answer them.
Garrett Wilson and DJ Moore because Aaron Jones will not finish that game healthy.
Aaron Jones. Poor Aaron Jones.
That dude fell off so hard because of his injuries. He cannot stay healthy whatsoever. It's really sad.
Guys, we appreciate all the love. If you have not, give us a like, give us a follow, share that thing. I don't even know what was like. Did anybody see how many likes we had before? Or we still got them up there.
Kincaid.
Yeah, we still got them.
Yeah, we resumed.
We resumed. Never mind.
Yeah, Kincaid. Slam Kincaid. I'd probably say the Bills are going to beat Dallas by 2 touchdowns today.
Dang.
Later tonight, it's going to be a Dallas beatdown.
That's a 4 o'clock game. 4:25. The late.
4:25?
The late game is the Ravens and the Jags.
Oh man, that's going to be a good game.
Do you guys still think the Eagles still have a shot at Super Bowl? I think they have a shot at Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I still think they have a shot at winning this, winning their division and winning the first round bye.
I personally think they have the best roster in the NFL. I just think that they need to limit down the turnovers, and they got it, man.
Yeah, I think they got to run the ball more. I think they got to run the football more.
For me, I mean, you got so many weapons on offense. Just sling the ball. Jalen Hurts holds on to it too much. He's doing that like thing that Mahomes does where he tries to make a play and
Yeah.
he's dancing around back there and he's not watching.
He's like
what's
trying to
going on.
wait for the wide receivers to get like wide open. You know what I mean? Instead of just giving it to the guy that's open quick.
I mean, AJ Brown's so tall. I mean, just sling it up to him.
He's a dog.
Just put it up top, and if he misses on him, just throw it toward the out. Let it bounce, go clear out of bounds. I just don't understand.
Start 2, Thielen, OBJ, McKinnon, or Clyde Edwards.
Thielen and Edwards probably.
Gibson, no, yes, Gibson or Brees Hall.
Brees Hall,
Brees Hall, baby. Robinson or Noah Brown.
Robinson, probably Noah Brown.
Guys, they're flying through. We're going to answer them as quick as we can. Start 1, DJ Moore, Smitty, or Zay.
Zay,
Zay Flowers, baby. Help out OBJ or Amari.
Amari Cooper,
Cooper,
Howard
baby.
Fields.
Coop.
Yeah, get that connection with DJ Moore. That'd be nice.
Howard Fields, have DJ Moore
Fields.
baby.
Yeah, get that connection because you're going to get double points every time he scores to him.
And they get the ball.
Who they going to throw it to?
Fields or
Kyler Moore?
Kyler today? Puka or Evans?
Kyler.
And Puka. I like Puka.
I like Evans.
I like
Evans
Puka.
gonna be
Thanks
good.
for the hearts, baby. We appreciate you. Give us a
Kamara.
like. Give us a follow.
Kamara
Share this
over
thing.
A-Chain.
Much love.
Waddle over Garrett Wilson.
Kamara or A-Chan? Kamara. Jones or Zay Flowers? Zay.
Zay Flowers.
You keep saying Jones is going to get hurt, right?
I don't think Jones finishes that game.
Kamara, baby. I think Kamara gets touches.
Our insider, Brandon Wilson,
Brandon
says he has
Wilson.
been hurt all year. Every game he's
Every
played,
game.
he is left with injury.
Zay Flowers in the flex. DJ Moore or Rice? DJ.
DJ Moore.
Kamara,
that's
baby.
a good one. I'd probably say
Kamara over Kyra?
Kamara.
Probably Kyra.
He gets
Kamara.
too many targets. If it's full PPR, Kamara. If it's not full PPR, it's half. Go Kyron. Tua or Baker, Tua.
I don't know, though, because Commander's defense is ass.
I know, because he traded everybody away, which they got
I think I'm
Cameron
going
Curl.
Kyron. I think I'm going Kyron over Kamara. I think so. Just because I think the Giants' defense line's a little better.
I agree. I mean, they got a ton of
Kamara or
really good
A-Chan?
players on that defense.
Kamara over A-Chan.
Yeah, I'd take Kamara. Puka or Ayuk? I'd probably take Puka. He gets a bunch
I
of
think
targets.
he gets more. The only thing with Ayuk, he gets like 2 or 3 over the top where he can score big. But Puka gets a bunch.
What's crazy is Puka took over the role in that offense.
Garrett Wilson or Shaheed? No Olave. Wilson, I think.
Wilson.
Fields or Love?
Fields.
Fields.
He
He gets some Russians. Zeke or A-Chan?
Zeke or A-Chan? Probably A-Chan.
Ingram or Ferg?
Ingram. Ingram.
Guys, I'm trying. A-Chan or ETN?
ETN.
ETN. Big question. How different are the Lions to how they compared? Lions are, I think a lot of teams get better as the years go, as the games go on.
I mean, we were riding that Lions. I mean, when I was on for the draft show before the season started, we were riding that Dan Campbell Lions train.
They're good.
And like I said at the draft party, I said getting Jack Campbell in there, I thought was going to be a bigger
Kyron
impact.
over A-Chain.
But it turns out Sam Laporta is the big guy out of that.
He's a dog.
And Gibbs, they're finally learning to give him the
Brian
ball.
Branch.
Yeah, I mean, they got a hell of a fucking draft.
They hit home run after home run after home run.
They got like
Guys,
4
thanks for the
players in my
likes.
top
Thanks for
50.
the follows. Smash that follow if you have not.
Lamar or Purdy, go Lamar. You get rushing yards. And
Mike Evans or Rasheed Rice.
Mike Evans.
DJ Moore or Swift.
DJ Moore.
Mike Evans. Oh, I answered that. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the follow. Schultz or Walker. Waller.
Darren
Waller. Sure. Sorry.
Just let DeVito give it to him.
Just let DeVito give it to him, right?
Yeah.
Just let DeVito give it to him. Let DeVito give him a little love.
It depends. Is Darren Waller going to stay healthy?
He probably not, but it's fine. Waller's a dog, though. What's up with Hurts? Why is he questionable? He has the flu. I said earlier he gave me a call. That's probably why it broke.
Yeah.
That's probably why it broke. Jalen Hurts tweeted me earlier and asked if I knew who Michael Jordan was. I told him, well, of course I do. He's the second best player ever in NBA history. He told me he's going to have a flu game like Michael Jordan did. I told him, hey, we're ready to ball. Let's ball.
I'll tell you this. Start Chuba Hubbard over Gibson and Connor. But Connor ain't a bad second because both the Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals are going to win today. So
Dang, Gene, I like it. I like it. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the follows. We are answering fantasy questions as they come. I know it's getting late. You guys got to get these rotation in, pick who's in, who's out. breaking news, if you have not seen it, what, Tyreek
Olave's
Olave?
out. A chain's active.
A chain's-
Aaron Jones active.
Yeah. So that is some of the few questions that people's been asking and answering.
You're
You
right.
on
Michael
Michael
Jordan
Jordan?
is the best player.
Michael Jordan. Come on.
Michael
bro.
Jordan's number 1. Kobe's number 2.
You guys are crazy.
I'm telling you, Kobe's number 2.
Late show, baby. Late show, baby. Late show, baby.
I'm on that LeBron hate train.
Join the crowd.
LeBron,
Join the crowd.
LeBron ain't it.
Join the crowd. Ain't in it what?
He ain't it.
Maybe like
I'm telling you.
maybe like politics, because he should stay out of them. But other than that, he's in at everything.
I don't know. I'm telling you. Amari Cooper over James Cook.
I like Coop.
I like Cooper too.
I bet the
Cooper's
Cowboys
like,
wish they still had him.
they made a mistake.
They made
Jerry
a-
Jones is one of the worst GMs in the NFL.
I hate that guy. He sits around with all his like 17-year-old
He's the
granddaughters.
Hugh Hefner of the NFL.
He's the Joe Biden of the NFL.
yeah, he's over there.
He is. He's like,
Give him a
hey,
good old sniff.
hey, granddaughter. He's so tasty. Like creepers. So since he's inactive, think I should start Waddle or a chain over Swift.
Waddle.
Well, Waddle's still going to get his touches. Dak Prescott or Brock Purdy? Dak.
Brock Purdy.
You think Brock's going to do good, although
Yeah,
you
I
got
think
Cardinals winning?
I think Dak's going to throw a couple interceptions, probably fumble.
Mm.
That's why I think that Buffalo's going to roll him.
Aaron Jones or James Cook?
James Cook, because he'll finish the game.
James Cook's going to get some touches.
He's going to probably get all the time.
Zach Wilson
75% completion percentage.
in 1 week. Whoa, it's only
Yeah, in
game.
1 week, but you
It's
know
only
what?
one
Career's
game.
highs.
That's
He's hitting
career
his
high.
stride.
Oh, Jalen Waddle. He's ready.
He's like, it's time for me to show why
Oh,
I was the
yeah.
first round pick. I was the Bama boy.
I like Waddle. He's good.
I do too. Which
Keyshawn? Oh, that's
Quentin
Williams.
Williams regrets getting drafted by the Jets. I think every player that gets drafted by the Jets just hopes they get traded.
He's a dog. I like Quentin Williams.
Everybody they draft, they trade.
Dak
away.
is INT king.
He really is. He's
Since
Derek Carr
Tyreek is inactive,
reincarnated.
who do you have? Waddle or a chain over? He said Waddle. We said Waddle.
I'd start
Bubba.
Waddle.
Said Waddle. We think Waddle. I mean, Waddle's
Hit
going
him
to get
with
the
the
touches.
penguin Waddle.
He's going to hit him with the whoop whoop.
DJ Moore. I think DJ Moore's a must start. I don't think there's. If you have a
Do I
question that
still
involves
start
DJ
Smitty?
Moore, slam the DJ Moore start. Taysom or
Smitty,
Mitchell in
Don't you doubt-
PPR.
Don't you doubt Smitty.
Keaton Mitchell.
Keaton Mitchell. He's balling.
Keaton Mitchell's gonna have a crazy game too.
Shaheed or DJ Moore? DJ Moore.
DJ Moore. I'm telling you.
Tyson or Mitchell? Mitchell.
Mitchell.
That's what. Yeah. I mean, I like Taysom Hill, like at times, especially like for fantasy. But man, it's like what 1 week he probably gets 2 points, and then in that 1 week he probably gets like 50.
Yeah. Taysom Hill is like highlight king. He's like the guy that's like, hell yeah, he scored 3 touchdowns this week, and then he vanishes for 10 weeks. And then he's like comes back. He threw a touchdown this week as a gadget. He's so quirky, and then it's like, don't hear about him the rest of the season.
Zeke, Swift, Ridley, or Mitchell?
Mitchell.
Probably Mitchell.
I think it's Mitchell.
You think so? Mitchell has been so inconsistent.
Well, the thing is that Ravens offense, when they're on, they're like lights out. Like, I mean, they're really dedicated to the run. The Ravens always have been. And he's really the only healthy person they have.
Moore and Flowers.
Like-
Moore, Flowers, or Waddle. I'm going to take Moore and Flowers.
If I have anybody in that Ravens offense, I'm starting them.
Yeah.
Every week because they're either going to put up 34 points or they're going to still have a bad game, still put 20 up. I mean,
Or you're going to wish you did start him.
exactly.
At the end of the game, you're like, damn it, I should have started that.
I make the mistake of not starting Zay Flowers like every other week, and then he goes crazy. It happens every time.
Well, he gets a lot of touches. I mean,
Same with DJ Moore. I traded for DJ Moore earlier this season.
guys, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the likes. We appreciate you.
Got any more questions?
Any more questions? Got any questions? It's noon. We're going to get ready and head out of here. If you guys got any questions, you want to follow before we roll out, pick 3: D-Hop, Waddle, Cup, and Rice.
You know what? I'd start Waddle, Cup, and Rashee Rice today. I would just leave D Hop out.
Hurts, baby. Gino Hurts.
Hurts.
Zeke, Rice, or Evans?
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. He's got to be the most consistent.
Yeah,
right?
he really is.
He's got to be.
comes down to it.
Got to be the most consistent.
checking my fantasy lineups, make sure I don't have
You're good.
anybody out that shouldn't be. Yeah, Jared Goff, 31.12 points on
That's
the
a lot.
bench.
That's a lot. Better hope
Hurts.
Sam has a good day.
Hurts.
It hurts.
Luckily, it's 2 week.
Need
playoff.
two. Thielen, McLaurin, or Dubes.
I'm gonna go wild card here. I think you go Thielen and Dubes.
Yeah. Thielen for sure.
Dubes has been really good.
Thielen for
as
sure.
a secondary receiver, I think he's been really good in that offense.
Thanks for the gifts, guys. Thanks for the likes. We appreciate you. All right, guys. It's noon. It's time for you guys to finally finish locking in your fantasy. We're going to get things rolling for the day. I'm sure we both got shit to do. We're going to watch some football. This evening, I might be live on Jeffrey Denny. I don't like going live on this one because I'm afraid they'll kick us and man us. And we got a lot of followers on here that look for us week to week, so it's hard for me to get suspended for a week on the Real and Raw. But until then, we appreciate you. We love you. Until next time, we're out.
We eventually, if I can get up in followers, I can join you on those lives when I'm not here.
Yeah, that's what's fun.
Yeah. I'll be able to watch the game. I was not going to let you end that.
Messed up the first time. That was nice.
Oh, we're still live on there.
Yeah, we're live on there. We don't want to have anybody ever.